Check, check, check. 1 3 1 3.
Hello, 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 hello.
Check, check.
Hello,
Yeah,
hello,
yeah, yeah.
hello, hello, hello.
1 1 1. Check, 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 check. Yeah, 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 yeah. People, good morning. Good morning, good morning.
Talent over hype.
You reach your favorite Friday show.
Talent over hype.
Yes, people, you reach your favorite Friday show.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Hey guys, hey, I'm trying to look for the request so I could join in right now. I don't see it up there.
I sent the request, but
How are you? I hope everyone's okay and it's free up your front
You
Fridays.
don't see it, right?
You gotta go to the live and send a request.
The live is not even up.
It's a requested though.
Yes, it is.
Oh, there we go. They don't put it in the front anymore. Okay. Okay, I'm sending in a request. Stay right there.
Yes, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Hey shit!
Yo, is it? Are you kidding me?
Good morning, everybody.
Mute.
Mine's on mute.
That's someone.
Check. Blue Phoenix, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, Blue. How are you?
Yes, 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 we made it. We made it, team.
Hi,
We made it.
Blue.
We did. Thank God.
How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling?
It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday.
They just ended the live.
They ended it.
Oh, no. Okay. That was something else.
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? How
Hey
y'all doing?
everyone, it's Friday. Free up your front Friday.
Yes, indeed.
But he gotta free up them pockets. You need the coins. How y'all feeling? You feeling good, baby girl? You feeling real good. We got a lot of
Feeling
good
great.
things we're gonna talk about today.
Definitely.
Hey, can you accept my request?
Yes. 1 second.
But before we even get into the
Well, matter of fact,
topic-
just leave it like that because.
No,
Yeah, add me. Yeah.
Yes, guys. So we have a couple of topics here, but I want to know: are you
Huh?
gonna tell on your friend?
I'm in
Would you
there.
tell your friend if her partner was cheating on
Look on
her?
your screen.
Or your homeboy? Would you tell him? Would you keep it a secret?
request
Would you
again.
tell him?
Want me exit and come back in?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, we have a little technical difficulty.
Technical difficulties.
They kicking us off?
No.
They
He's
fix
just
us
fixing
easy.
it. A little frozen problem.
Yes, but shout out to everybody. Wow, there's a lot of people here today. So we have people from Germany, Jamaica, Antigua. Shout out to Antigua.
Wow. Good morning. Top of the morning, you guys.
Germany. Wow. There
Tap
you guys
in,
go.
tap in.
Washington, D.C., Phoenix, Brooklyn, New York.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Okay. Kingston, Jamaica.
Nice.
Albany. Okay, good. We got a lot of people on here. Shout out to y'all.
Hey.
Shout out to y'all. Can you guys join our YouTube and like type in the chat in YouTube? Are we live on YouTube right now?
We don't.
We don't have people type. Oh yeah, it's not loading. I don't see what's going on right now.
I freeze up, so exit. I exited and I left already and come back in.
You freeze up.
So when we leave again, right?
Okay, you join now. You say you join, but I still see you freeze here.
So when we leave again?
Yeah, come out and come back in.
iPhone problems. again.
You got it? Okay.
Remember, we're 11 now. 11.
Yeah.
Alright.
You're still trying to get off your tail, okay. Okay, this is a light I have on my phone.
I'm digging that light.
Okay.
All right. Good to go?
Oh, let me make sure it's muted.
Okay, there we go.
Yes, we are back, live and direct, right?
Yeah, they had kicked off.
Correct.
See, that was really weird. Stop
Instagram,
playing with my boy.
Lego the fucking live,
Playing.
okay?
Yeah,
Stop
let's be
playing
free.
with my boy. Stop playing.
All right, so we good. Yeah. So what's the word? What's the
How
word?
y'all doing today? How y'all
We're gonna
doing?
start with our musical break, but how's everybody doing? How was your week?
I'm doing amazing. This week has been pretty good. Been keeping it very simple. You know, not trying to do too much because it's getting hot. So,
What are you grateful for this week?
you know what I'm grateful for? I'm grateful for consistency and strength. Those are the two things I'm very grateful for. Because if I didn't have any of those things, nothing else would be able to happen. So, and health.
Health is wealth.
Yes.
I had a really good week as well. My baby's turning 12 on Tuesday, so we're gonna have a nice family Sunday.
Born day king.
Big up Dorian, bro. Dorian Marquise is your birthday. Torian. My big 12 years old.
Oh me.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. My baby's getting so big. He's my height now. He's wearing a size 10 and a half and 11. That's crazy. But yeah, everything is going well. My site will be up and running soon. I know I was supposed to launch in February, but come to find out the site that I was working on, I need to print on demand, and that site doesn't support that, so I'm moving it on over. But I do have an ebook that's already out. You can pre-order it now.
Yes, I love that.
It's
Author
called Let's Manifest That Shit. Okay? Let's manifest that shit. So it's already made. You guys can pre-order it. I'm gonna try to set it up this week so it can be a digital download, and you can also order a hard copy.
I'm
But
excited.
I'm gonna keep you guys posted on that. But yes, manifest that shit, girl.
There we go. I'm so happy. Congratulations.
43 pages, okay?
Look at that.
43 pages, okay?
Shout out to you.
A lot of work.
Congratulations.
But yes, I got y'all.
That takes a lot of focus to be
Yes,
writing
it
a
does. I have a couple,
Writing?
but yeah, we gonna do it. I work on, the thing with me is I work on God's timing. I don't work on anybody else's timing. I'm not looking at anyone else. I'm not competing with anyone else. I see myself, I just compete with myself. And it takes me a while to get things done because I'm a perfectionist. Things have to be
Right.
done a certain way. And if it's not done to my liking, I'm not gonna attach my name to it. I'm gonna keep working on it until I get to what I want. And I finally have an ebook that's ready to go. I just need to put the link out there so you guys can download it. But yes,
Please, I can't wait
Congratulations.
because I'm ready to share that for you too.
Thank
So
you. I love you guys.
I'm mad hype for you though.
Okay, what about Easy, my bro? What's up, boo? How was your week?
My week was good. Right now I'm maintaining. Right now I'm in a maintain mood. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Just maintain, grateful.
Definitely.
Yes, we have to
Right.
be grateful.
Maintaining.
God is so good, and you're so blessed. Everyone is blessed. We woke up
Seriously.
today, so yeah.
We woke up today and we got here safely.
Yeah.
So give thanks indeed, guys.
But in the meantime, in between time, look at the music.
Yes, yes.
Hey, me and my friend Z on the NZ, smoking Sensi, sipping on some energy, living up, living up, living up, living up. Surrounded by fine ladies, dainty babies, rocking and jigging to songs of all ages, living up, living up.
Yes, yes, yes,
Living
yes,
up,
yes,
living
yes,
up.
yes,
To all of my jiggers and my MCs, honey in the air if you love ladies. If you cash what you want, you want CHIT. You're not in my category. Rolling my truck, buckle up. Girls pull me over, asking me what's up. Living up, living up. Living up, living up.
Blue finish, big up yourself on the inside, baby. Yes, baby, I see you, right?
Watch her ride. She and her friends then stepped inside. Living up, living up. Living up, living up. To all of my jiggers and my MCs, honey in the air if you love ladies. If you can't show you want, you want CHIT. You're not in my category. See, all of my jiggers and my MCs, honey in the air if you love ladies. If you can't show you want, you want CHIT. You're my category. Cause we no
want no
Chichi man boy. And if you call me Chichi man, you can't stay on ya. Oh, we no want no Chichi man boy.
Over.
And if you call me Chichi man, you can't stay on ya. So we roll along, we roll along.
Doesn't want me around. She's got something to hide. I think she wants.
People, when last you heard this good music, right? People, when last you heard these good songs right here, right?
Alright. But I keep telling her I'm too experienced to be taking for a stroll. Too experienced for someone to rock and roll. Experience to be taking for a ride, and I know it's not my foolish bride. She hates the sight of me because I turned her off or down. She always saying we were meant to be. Somehow she thought I'd be her clown.
This is what I say.
I'm too experienced to be taking for a stroll. Too experienced for someone to rock and roll. I'm too experienced to be taking for a ride, and I know it's not my foolish pride.
None of mercy, none of mercy, none of mercy. Man, I'm so sick.
If you was born in the 80s, raised up in the 90s, you should know songs like this, right?
Woman, I heard a little rumor last night.
Woman last night, woman last night.
Somebody told me you ain't doing me right.
She wasn't doing me right, she wasn't doing me right.
While I be turning my back, you be no playing the field.
She just playing the field, playing the field.
Can you look me in the eyes and say to me it's not
Girl,
real?
that could not be real, couldn't
That's
be
all I
real.
wanted to know.
Just wanna know, girl.
That look is giving away.
Give it away, no.
And I never believe in a single word.
I never believe.
What type of life you live in?
You're living dangerously.
Woman, you're living too dangerous for me.
You're living dangerously.
Is it me, I'm a rent on you,
You're living dangerously.
you're living too dangerous for me. You're no mercy, hey. You're living too dangerous, boy. Better if you give it up, girl. You never stop until you pass the maximum line. Well, you do too much. I need a relationship and not a war. Imagine this woman in a man car. Tell me what the hell you gonna think of her. She a man a drink out of one glass in a bar. Make man a rub things from me cookie jar.
Yeah, what's going on in KP? I remember KP. What's going on in KP?
The moon and the pretty stars. Thinking me out like I am in Mars.
Well, that's all I can say.
No mercy.
Can I you out of my side?
Go to my side.
And I wouldn't go best in your life for one more night.
Not just a second, girl.
You're living dangerously.
But when it's gonna be, have it. It's stuck. You want me?
You may not be a movie star. You may not drive a big fast car, but I love you in every way.
the girl a pass. And holding out is such a task. That's why me I say this from me heart. Oh Lord, don't let me cheat on my girlfriend. Cause as far as I can see, she loves only me. Oh Lord, don't let me cheat on my girlfriend. But Lord, if you can stop me from cheating, just don't let me get caught. No, no, no. Don't let me get caught. No. Don't let me get caught. So I hope I don't get caught. So listen to me now. It's such a sticky situation, yeah. Me promise my girl if you only look in her direction. But everywhere me turn, me see her next one. And my body is too weak and I ball for attention. I don't really wanna give the girls what they want. My lady says I'm wrong, but she would understand. I don't wanna lie, but I don't want to cry. Yo, I'm so very weak inside. Oh Lord, don't.
Oh Lord. Why you're leaving, but that doesn't make it any easier to bear. I know that I played the game of fool when I was cheating. Now I'm crying. Said I lost it, my intentions was not there. Thought I was messing with your feelings, I didn't care. But I love you. But I love you. But I love you. So what can if you won't
take me back?
Take me back. Won't take me back. Take me to your arms of love. Oh, baby. Make me feel just like a baby. Love you give to me, sorry, makes me give in. Girl, just like magnet to steal your love, keeps pulling me in. If it's a battle I fight for you, I have to win. To prove to you my love, so deep within. It's even getting deeper since I represent longing for. Baby, to love me more. What am I longing for? Babylon release the cure. What am I longing for? My baby, to love me more. What am I longing for? Babylon release the cure. When can't we see each other again? Again.
Universal sign of love. Love is the answer, my friend. And love is the only way. Yeah, true love we can find ourselves. I call that true identity. Love your brother, love your sister. Love one another, the universal sign. I take it from here.
Love is much more to love than just words. Love is much more than to say you love me. Call on me, brother. Love me. Oh, love someone, love from the heart. 'Cause love is the start. she passes by, she always finds herself with another guy. She even goes as far to say that I'm the superstar. But girl, oh girl, I'm not a substitute lover. Oh no, oh girl, don't take me for a substitute lover. Oh no, yeah. Whenever.
I can tell you a story about what one dance can do. What one dance can do. One dance can do. One dance can do. And listen now. After one dance on the floor, she came back wanting for more, for more. Now I don't know what it is that I've got. And she whispered, was so nice, so nice. But her man was sitting across the way, and he could hear the things I say. Just from the corner of his eyes. So a move like this would be so wise. Ooh, you're standing in my way, standing in my way. See, she was more than ready to make the move with me anytime. Not even thinking of the consequences, oh no. So I had to think quickly. Cause her man, his face was looking oh so mean. As if any time he could create a scene. So gently I pushed her away. Ooh, he wants to spoil the play. He's standing in my way. Oh, what a night. What a night, what a night. Oh gosh, what a night. I feel good when you're wrapped up in my arms, dancing to a reggae song. Feel good.
Alright, we get to the conversation, right?
Cause your perfume is
Instagram is acting crazy with the copyright, you understand?
Feel good, feel good. You feel like velvet rubbing over my skin. And when your hair dances under my chin, wish we were alone, baby, just the two of us. Yes, every move you make gives me a rush. Oh, wine some more, show me that love unconditionally. Make believe we're alone, just you and me. Hate the problems, leave them behind. Don't let it show. Go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go. I feel good.
Now this is Mr. Vegas in a rubber style.
When your legs don't work like they used to before.
A rubber dub style, people.
Oh Lord. Now this is Mr. Vegas in a rubber style.
When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet. Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? Darling, oh yeah, be loving you till eternity. Oh yeah, baby, my heart was made for less hard at 23. I'm thinking about how
Over,
just a touch of the hand, touch, with me up
yes. We are back. Me don't know what go on Instagram in the morning, y'all.
You know when you do good things.
But them on fuckery.
I'm telling you. It's all right.
Stuff like that.
It's all right.
But yes, guys. So, if you guys didn't catch us earlier, before we had all the technical difficulties, we were talking about our weekend and how everything was going. Everybody's going good.
Yes.
So let's jump into the topics. You want to talk about the Shannon guy first?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Because that's going big right now. How you guys feel about that? It's kind of surprising.
So the girl, whose phone is that? Your phone? It's not mine.
Yeah, my phone is on mute.
Mine too. My phone's on mute too.
Well, you can still hear it, but mine's on mute. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, I don't understand.
Yeah, mine's on mute too.
Mine's is on mute. Damn. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry you guys hear the echo. I don't know what's going on.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah. So yeah, the Shannon Sharp guy. So the girl was 19. But you know what? The text messages shows that they're into that freaky stuff. So do you guys think he's gonna get in trouble for all of that? Because she's the one who's asking to get choked up and chained up.
And how old was she again? Wasn't she?
I think she's 19. She was a little girl. I mean, she is of age, but that's still 19, and he's what? How old? 50 something years old?
54.
They should change the age to 25.
Huh?
They should change the age to 25.
You said the what?
I said they should change the age to 25. I mean, when you go into the club, you won't find 25-year-olds no more. They only, 30-year-olds?
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of older men are going for younger women. I feel like it's harder for women to get themselves into a relationship versus a man get into a relationship as we get older.
Right.
A lot of females, they would rather go with older men too, but I mean, 19 years old and a 54-year-old, what do they have in common?
There's nothing
Sex.
in common.
That's what they got in common.
Yeah.
Sex. What, like, I don't understand what the conversation is saying. What do they need to have in common? They're gonna have sex.
You don't think that's kind of... So you have a daughter that's 19, you'll be okay with her dating a 54-year-old man?
Yes. Until women, right? Until women rally up and beat down Congress to change the age across the board, every state.
I agree.
There is no point in this conversation.
I agree.
Because in certain states, there's 16, and I think we talked about this in previous shows. Certain states is 17, certain states is 15, across the board. Every state, there's a new age on the consensual age of sex, right? So what that means? That means as a nation, men and women don't have a general idea of when is a age appropriate time to have sex with a person, okay? So the conversation is that what I'm hearing from women, right, is that, oh my God, he's 54, he's 19, what do they have in common? They have sex in common. Why do you need to have this overarching conversation with somebody? The mutual attraction is sex.
Let me tell you why.
And hold on, you asked me and I'm talking, right? And if you can't get past that, and if the state allows it, then you guys need to rally up as a community of women and beat down Congress's door and be like, we don't like this. Everybody's opinion is trapped. You know what that's saying? The speed limit is 25. Oh my God, he drives so slow. The speed limit is 25. He's going the speed limit.
Right.
If you don't like it, what do? You drive past him.
Get yourself a ticket.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, get yourself a ticket, right? So, you know what I mean? If the speed limit is 25, then you drive past it, you risk getting a ticket, or you stay behind him,
right?
Or, you know what I mean? Like, you make a way. Now, if he's doing 35 and then 25, now you have an obvious case. You know what I'm saying? Now you have a real case. And I'm being so for real. You asked me if my daughter, what am I going to tell my daughter? Don't date this 50-year-old man. She's going to say, why? Because he's too old for me. How, Daddy?
Okay, so this is why I have I understand the age limit. I get that, and you can date whoever you want. At the end of the day, if guys want to get their dick wet, little boys want to get. They're gonna do it at the end of the day. They're gonna do what they want to do. But being a woman if I were to have a daughter and I feel like I can't bring my daughter, I don't feel comfortable with my 14-year-old daughter around the guy that I'm dating, there's something wrong. Because first of all, why am I dating someone I can't have around my girl child? And it's just like, she's so young and you're so old. Why can't you go for women your age? Why are you fishing for younger women? Like I said, I understand the concept of it. You know, you guys want a younger girl and you know she's fresh, but sometimes it gives off that you are trying to control her and you want to micromanage everything that she's doing because she's younger. You have to teach her everything because she doesn't know much.
Well, I mean,
she's like 54 in the 90s. That can be his daughter, his granddaughter.
Well, I mean, like the argument still stay the same because you're bringing up two different topics. You're bringing up a 14-year-old, what we know across the board in the nation, that 14-year-old.
No, you know why I said? Let me tell you why I said that.
Okay.
I said that because I saw a post and this guy was going around and he was like, if they didn't have an age limit for girls, how young would you go? Some guys were saying 16, 13. One person even said 12. That's disgusting.
Well, 16.
So as a 20-something-year-old man, why are you going to high school to go pick up your little 14-year-old girlfriend? You're 54, but you're okay with having a 19-year-old girl as your girlfriend. Like, that's kind of weird. Like, are you a loser in your age group and the women know that? So that's why you go for younger girls? Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I mean, understand the attraction of men to women. Men love women who are the youngest version of themselves.
True, and that is true. Adolescent at heart.
Like the context of the conversation, we're trying to talk law versus morality. Right. Law versus morality and feelings. How you feel does not dictate the law of the land. Okay. If the law of the land says 12. And I find a 12-year-old girl who looks, you know what I mean, of reasonable size, then until women get together, and I'm going to continuously say 25. That because I'm trying to understand what the argument is, right? Are you arguing that Shannon Sharp dated a girl below the legal age limit? Or we're arguing what our opinions are and our feelings.
Or the race about it.
Because because now
we're talking about everything.
Okay,
so age, race, and how he does his work.
I'm not gonna talk from a place of feelings.
Right.
I'm gonna talk from a place of facts. You know what I'm saying? Because I just think it's wrong. Because if that's the case, then anytime anybody feels something, we can chastise them.
Right, and we can't react from emotions. All
if we generally fit, because obviously there are some people who feel that 16 is a reasonable age, and obviously there's people that feel that 16 is not a reasonable age. Right. So what happened to the people that don't feel that 16 is a reasonable age? Y'all let the people that feel that 16 is a reasonable age win.
That's true.
That's my argument. You know what I'm saying?
To me, I would vote for 25 years old. Anything less is pedophile.
Wait, what happened?
I would vote for 25 years old.
You know what I mean? We're still on the same topic. Yeah.
Yeah, the same one. Yeah.
So you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to, it sounds cringe. It sounds cringe, but I'm just trying to say like, one, you got to give men the opportunity to have discernment.
Right.
One, and I'm gonna end my quote just like here because I want y'all to chime in, right? One 16-year-old girl to another 16-year-old girl, right, has to go with like, okay, size, attraction, you know what I mean, general conversation. You keep saying, what do they have in common? The commonality between men and women is always going to be sex, right? Now, it's going to be femininity, it's going to be agreeableness, and it's going to be nurturing, you know what I mean, nurturing. Right. You don't need to be like, okay, well, what is the base age for a woman to have those things? Femininity, agreeableness, and a nurturing heart. Right. What is the base age? And then I'm asking y'all, how young do women start developing those things?
So
we start developing those things at an early age.
Okay, what age? At what age?
Really hit it. Well, it varies for different people.
Exactly my point, right? You see, no. I'm about to finish my statement. Mm-hmm. That's why I said one 16-year-old girl is not going to be the same as another 16-year-old girl. And as a man, if I'm going to date that young, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna have to look to say, okay, yeah, this 16-year-old girl ain't got it, but she does.
Right.
And the law of the land is saying, yeah, the youngest you could date is 16. So I'm going to use my discernment and say which one has those three things. If you can't generally say we start having those things at 15, then that's what men are saying. Then at 16, when I look, I'm going to see who has these 3-4 things, then I'm going to go. Right? But we can't just chastise men and we can't just persecute men because there's a huge age gap, because the rest of the nation don't feel that way.
Right. I think men.
That's my argument. You know what I'm saying? That's my
nations. They actually agree with lower ages.
Yeah, and exactly. And some age, and I mean, I was about to say that. Yeah. I mean, when you go to the Middle East, you can marry up to 12.
Yeah, when they get there, what is it?
You know what I'm saying? Their first period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, how you feel and the way of the world is two different things.
Reality and emotion.
When you leave outside of America, you realize that this world doesn't function the way how we would like it to function. Right. And I'm going to stick to this argument. If you really feel that way, and not you, but if the community of women who have daughters, if the community of fathers who have daughters really feel a way, right? White, black, Chinese, across the board, y'all beat down Congress and say this is what going to be the national age.
I agree, because it's getting crazy now.
That's all.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't want my
You got to be logical when it comes to the situation, because people grow up at different stages. Some grow up more wiser than others.
Yeah, but I feel like at the end of the day, yes, men, they like to have sex.
Yeah.
I feel like men already know what it is that they're doing. So if you're 54 years old, and you're looking for a 20-year-old girlfriend, you're going to be grooming her and molding her into the woman that you should have gotten when you were 30-something years old, but you wanted to play in the goddamn streets. That's what the fuck happened. You kept playing in these streets, you got old, you got fat, now they're not looking for you, so now you're going to go to the next best thing, which is the young tenderoni. You're going to show her you got a car and you got money and you got this and that, you could take care of her, because she can really be your granddaughter. So the money you're spending on her is like you spending money on your child. So I just think that a 54-year-old should leave the 20-year-olds alone. That could be his goddamn granddaughter.
What do you got to say?
I can say this based on actual experience from 2 points of views. I can only go by experience, y'all. So for me, when I was in my teenage years, I was pretty wise. I had to make adult decisions at a young age. So having super awareness within myself, I was able to have conversations with older individuals. I always attracted older individuals. They would be Caribbean, Jamaican, Haitian, and they would always want to have a child with me, because I always gave them that nurturing
fertility.
Yes, I have that.
You
fertility.
have at 19, you are more fertile than at 19. You're more fertile than the 30-year-old version of you.
Right.
All right.
So that's what they're seeing. They're like, hey, I would love for you to have my child. And these are multiple elder men. And I'm already mature. I'm already working. So that's why I say emotions plays a big part in being logical about the situation in different ages. Now, my mom, for instance, my mom was about 16, 17 years old. My dad bagged her in Florida back in the day, coming from Haiti. My dad was born in 1945. My mom was born in 1962. So when I look at that, I look at it as...
there's a 20-year age gap.
Yes, my parents have a 20-year age gap. So my mom, like what she was saying, the older men tend to take advantage. He was trying to groom my mom. Yes. So that's why I could say I have two different points of views on this. And yes, it was messed up, but it was up to my mom to have the strength to say this is not right. You understand? It's still up to the woman to say this is no.
But so you know why they can't say no? And not saying it's your mom. I'm just saying in general. I don't want you to take offense to your mom.
Right.
Because my mom is watching. They get victimized. That's what it is. They get dick down. They get so blinded by the love, and what do you call that? Love bombing, that they stay in the situation knowing that they should leave.
Right.
A lot of women go through that. It's crazy, because you would stop talking to your homegirl because she didn't go to your birthday dinner, but you keep taking back Thomas, who keep fucking on your friend.
No.
But yeah.
It don't go like that. So that's why I say I have those 2 points of views. But for me, I don't agree with it. I was never able to date 10, 15 years older. Yes, they seemed like they could take care of me, but I was already working. I was already taking care. I was self-sufficient at a very young age. So I just always stayed away from that, because my mom's situation kind of traumatized me too. But honestly, I'm going to be honest right now, I would have dated older, because my mental state of mind is much more mature.
So here's the thing, right?
How much older? Because I would date older too, but I think the oldest I would go is probably
not where I could be his daughter. It would be like a maybe 10-year difference. If you do the math.
If I was in high school and I was 16, I would. Knowing now, I would have dated an 18. I probably would have dated an 18-year-old. But yeah, I always dated like a year after me or a year below. Like I've never dated that much older than me.
So here's the thing, right? Because it sounds like conflicting arguments. It sounds like conflicting points. You would date older. So what's the range? If you can give me an actual range, then I feel like you guys, the community of women, will have a leg to stand on.
Okay, so
but when you say things like, I would go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know, it depends.
At my age now, I would stop at age. I wouldn't go. I'm not telling my age, but I wouldn't go past. Let me see. I don't think I would go past 50, and that's a reach. I think 47 will be my limit. 45, 46, 47, 48, 45 to 50.
So I'm talking about.
You gotta be correct. If I'm gonna take you serious,
and
for
that's
real.
this age that you're at right now.
Yeah, that's at this age that I'm at right now. I would take somebody 45. At 45 to 50, you gotta be Obama correct if you're gonna come this way. Like for real. Like I'm not looking to play I didn't call my girl in 2 days and you fucking 50 years old, bitch. No. I need a man to be a man. If you want to come at me 50 plus, you gotta be a man. Like I want niggas to feel like you're my dad when we are like you a grummun. I want a grummun if I'm gonna go with you. Grummun means you about your business. Like we not.
So who's to say Shannon Sharp is not about his business when he was talking to?
I think Shannon is gay. I'm sorry. I think if he's not bisexual, but I think he likes
Blue said
anal play.
That.
I think he likes boys.
What about you? What about you?
So I only seen him probably about 2 times when he was speaking to Cat Williams. His vibe just doesn't sit well with me. Like his testosterone is not really balanced the way it should be. But
he give me weird uncle at the barbecue vibes. Like he get drunk, he's like, yeah, so how old are you now? Susie's daughter? Oh, you look at like, he give me that type of vibe.
I made that face because I know how that feel, and it's very nasty.
he gives me that type of vibe. Like he's cool to have conversations with, but after a couple of drinks, he's you Susie daughter getting big. Oh, look at her now. Yeah, like that's the type of vibe he's giving me.
Okay,
Blue says he was set up. You think so, Blue?
So listen, right?
Where's the comments up here?
When Robert De Niro, who just turned 82 when he had a newborn, but at 23-year-old, where was the same upset and rage?
That's crazy.
That's crazy, but
fair.
You said I'm talking about? No.
You have to be fair.
Thank you. My point.
Yeah,
that's the point. That's the point that I'm trying to say, right? Mm-hmm. Why is Shannon Sharp getting persecuted when somebody who is older than him had a whole baby?
Because he's black. Is this
okay? So my thing is that why are we riding that wave? You see what I'm saying?
Who says I don't agree with that old 82-year-old man having a baby with a 20-year-old?
Okay,
I still disagree
where
with that.
was the community outrage? That's what I'm saying.
Okay, the difference is
right. What is the community outrage?
Is the community? If we're talking about the community as a whole, we already know the white people they got that shit on smash, so they're not gonna come after their own kind. So everyone is gonna jump on the black guy. Everybody's gonna jump.
Okay, so why are we doing it? You see what I'm getting at right now?
So
why are we doing?
We can talk about that white man. Let's talk about him. We can talk about him.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about. You see, this conversation is not just to you.
No, I know.
I'm just talking about like media.
And I just said it because it's racism. Because he's black, the white people are gonna keep quiet. They're not gonna say anything.
Mikey, big up yourself.
They're not gonna say anything about that white man, but they're gonna have conversations with their black friends and talk about Shannon Sharp and put the battery in his back to talk. I just saw a video yesterday. This black guy, he was talking about. So there was a video. This black girl was getting harassed by this white man. This white man was drunk. A whole bunch of black guys saw what was going on and they didn't come to her defense. So the creator of the video said, "This is what's wrong with our men. Our men don't protect us." Then the black guy stitched it and said, "Why would I put my life on the line to help you? And clearly this guy is crazy. Yeah, he was calling you a nigger, but like, why would I go and help you? Like, I don't want to risk my life. Next thing you know, I'm getting locked up. I got a charge." And then you see his white girlfriend in the back like this, shaking and smiling and in agreement. So what happens is, like I said, the white people, they stay quiet and they put the battery in the back, because I'm pretty sure she put a battery in that motherfucker's back before he got on live and was talking shit about his own people, and she was sitting there smiling, giggling and laughing in the background. That's why it's quiet. They keep quiet when their people do shit, and when we do shit, they amp it up.
So, to the original point, right? Why men date younger women? Men date younger women for those three things, right? Virility, fertility, femininity, and nurturing spirit. This is something. Okay, yes. Now I remember. Now you said controlling, right? Controlling. He wants to control her. Let's talk about the successful dating. What I'm trying to say. Let's talk about this. No, let's talk about the successful relationships that have a huge age gap, right? Mm-hmm. We don't have any arguments for Jay-Z and Beyonce.
How old are they really?
They're big.
Jay-Z was 35 and Beyonce was 19.
Yeah.
And we all know Beyonce wasn't 19, but that's the story she's given, right? Where was the community outrage for that? Right? Well, hold on. I'm trying to make a point right here, right? When we get into Marion's right now, he started dating her at 17.
No, is it Marcus Houston?
Marcus Houston.
Oh, Marcus Houston. Yes. Yeah, Marcus. My bad on Marion.
They're divorcing. They breaking up.
Okay, but they still had 2 kids, right?
Yeah, everybody was outraged for that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to stop, right? What we need to say is that, okay, cool. Understand why men choose younger women and place our daughters to have discernment which is going to be the right older man for you. That's what I would say. Because it's not going to stop. Because I can tell you right now, when I was 14, there was girls that was 14 dating older dudes.
I remember those days.
All right? So now,
coming to school.
Okay, yeah, exactly. My big boyfriend is coming to pick me up.
In my BMW.
You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is this, right? Isn't it hypocritical for women to chastise men for dating younger women when they know in a point in the time they have dated a man while they were underage, of age, somebody that was of excessive age with a big age gap? You're like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's
very hypocritical.
We're acting like we didn't see these things growing up. We're acting like,
agree with it.
Hold on, we're acting like we didn't see these things growing up. Then we're not making any legal steps to change it. And then when we get of age, we're talking bad about the people that's still doing it.
You see how that
you know what I'm saying? It's a fucking loop. My whole thing is this.
You don't have to agree with what
I agree, Blue. Everyone should keep their mouth shut.
I'm not saying keep your mouth shut. I'm saying make a change. You know what I'm saying? And it's not you, right? I'm not saying like you. But I'm saying I'm white and the whole Hollywood is wrong, especially having a child at 85, lots of complications. It's a power structure, and not all of us white people been listening to reggae since I was born. I'm 50. Well, shout out to you.
Good morning.
Welcome to the culture. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to teach you as much as I can. Shout out to you. Welcome to the culture. You know what I mean? But all I'm saying is that, in general, across the board, make a change.
You have to.
You know what I mean? Because I can't, I will be so hypocritical. Because I'm 40, right? I would date a 19-year-old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I would date
I would punch in her face.
Hold on.
I like that you're honest about it.
No, I would. If she looks, if she can presentation, right? If she can present past as somebody who is what we would consider of older age, I would date her, because we all know that there are 19-year-olds that are built like 40, like 30-year-olds, right?
A nice girl, not a 19-year-old.
No, but so listen, right? So why is that? So why would somebody who's 40 would date? And I'm gonna use myself as an example, right? Because presentation, right? Presentation. The commonality is always gonna be sex. All right. What do we have in common? We like to fuck. Okay, she gets horny, I get horny, we like to fuck. Let's bang fucking private parts. Okay, now that we put that to the side, okay? That's the commonality. Stop asking what do they have in common. They have sex in common. That is such a redundant, ridiculous question to ask. All right? I mean,
physical.
Okay, now let's put that to the side.
Who wants that type of relationship?
Everybody does, because it's happening, okay?
I want to
wait. There are people right now. There are people right now that are freaking fuck buddies for people at the same age.
No,
Okay.
That's. I'm not talking about fuck buddy. I'm
Okay,
talking about
no,
that.
we
I'm
talking-
I'm talking about relationship. If you want a relationship with somebody, I cannot be in a relationship and take you serious if I can't have a conversation with you. Every time I come over, every time I come to your house, you're gonna bend me over.
Okay,
Ask
listen.
about my week.
Just come bend me up.
Ask me about how I'm doing.
Okay, so
my stomach hurt. Can I get a pill? Something.
okay, so now we're talking about what do men see in women versus what do women see in men. Okay.
Right.
Men see sex in women. Okay, now that we understood that, because I feel like we keep going back to that.
We get it.
Right?
We're done
Now,
with that one.
okay, let's put that piece of pie to the side. Let it cool down.
Yes.
Now, when we get past that, what am I going to teach her? Okay, do I have something to teach?
Right.
You guys call it controlling, but you can't have somebody. You can't say you don't want somebody to control them, but then you want somebody to lead. To lead is to take control.
Okay,
Hold on, I'm trying to I understand what's going on, right? If you say you want somebody to lead, what does that person ultimately have to do? Take control, correct you, provide discipline, provide authority, right? So you can't have one without the other. Right? You listen, there are going to be good days where I'm gonna be like, baby, take the Benz, take 50 grand, go ball out. And there are gonna be bad days where I'm gonna be like, sit your ass inside. We need to talk. We need to pray. We need to do whatever. Okay? So you can't just take now for real, right? You can't just take you can't just take the good, and then when it starts getting bad, you're crying. He's too controlling.
You're walking
right?
away because
you know what I mean?
was bad.
No, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to take the good and the bad.
Don't go
also,
like that.
right? What can a 40-year-old provide a 20-year-old versus a 20-year-old? Let me say that correctly. What could a 40-year-old man provide a 20-year-old girl that a 20-year-old man can't provide a 20-year-old girl?
Okay, so here's the thing.
No, answer the question.
Wisdom and knowledge, because at this age right now, with everything going on, people are creating their own businesses and becoming millionaires. So
Okay.
they can have the same amount of money. It's the wisdom. I don't think that a 20-year-old has the same amount of wisdom as a 40-year-old man, unless his parents raised him that way. We had said something earlier that we need to change, right? So the change starts with us as parents educating our children. So that would mean since I'm a boy mom, I will be telling my boys, like, I understand, men, they like younger girls, but try to deal with women in your age bracket. I don't want you to be the creepy 30-year-old man in high school driving to high school to go pick up your 16-year-old girlfriend because she gets good head. I don't give a fuck about that.
Right.
I'm raising respectable men, and I want you to date women within your age bracket. And if she is younger than you, 7 years younger maybe, but shit has to be on point. That's it. And if I would have a daughter, I will be raising her to not pay attention to these grown ass men talking about, you're an old soul. Like a lot of times these old men, they tell younger women. A guy told me, you have such an old soul, trying to G up my head so I could be okay being 17 fucking on a 20-something-year-old man. I just see it like that. Nope, I'm not with it at all.
Access to finance. That's what a 40-year-old man can provide
That's
a
all I
20-year-old.
think about is financial
right?
stability.
So now, my whole thing is this, and I guess we could change the topic after that, right? Me being a father, I have a daughter. One, I would hope my daughter would have enough trust in me to be like, Dad, I'm dating this man your age. Okay, cool. Let me talk to him.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna say. Let me talk to him. Are you going to treat my daughter better than me? That should be the conversation.
True.
Right?
True.
That should be the conversation. Because now what I'm saying is this, right? If this man is on par with how I'm thinking, is on par, right? Don't have to be the same. Nobody's perfect, right? But if it's in the general right spot,
right,
I'm saying, okay, cool. He should have a place for her to live, access to finance when she need it, right? Some type of goal, motivation to better herself, right? And take the burden off my back.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Because guess what? Guess what parents are supposed to do? Let the children leave the nest.
Walking
right?
down the aisle.
That's what we're supposed to do as parents, right?
Yes.
Eventually, we want them to leave the nest and be on their own.
Right.
20 age gap, 2 age gap, what the fuck ever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just how I look at it. And I'm so for real about it. Because that'll be so hypocritical to say that when I've seen that stuff going on, I didn't chastise anybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? I didn't say, hey, that's wrong. You shouldn't do that. And two, the Lord don't defend how I feel.
Right.
Right? Not what's factual. That's all.
I agree 100%. You can't be hypocritical, especially if it's been happening a long time ago. And I think I said something about that. So many things that's happening and people are so hypocritical about it. I think that everybody should kind of take a step back and really analyze and be aware of the things that used to happen that's very similar to things now. And with the question that you asked, what could a 20-year-old and a 40-year-old do? The financial thing, financial is the only thing that they can possibly do. Unless the woman is actually wise enough, you know, because some younger women are very immature. But the man would be able to notice that.
I would rather my daughter be a baby mother for a rich man than a baby mother for a poor man.
You know what my mom said? My mom
you know what
said,
I'm saying? If push came to shove, if the worst scenario happened where cool, shit didn't go right, he knocked you up, he's older than you, I hope he got some coin.
It's at least something.
I hope he got some coin. You know what I'm saying? And I don't advertise for child support, you know what I'm saying? But I would want you to be in the best position possible, right? The best position possible. The best position possible. If you look at all of the statistics right now, right? 80% of the women are single mothers, right? Trump just put out a fucking act right now where he's going to revoke Section 8. Trump just put out an executive order where he's going to revoke Section 8 and cut it down to minimum of 2 years.
This is why I say find your purpose.
Right? So now, when we talk about our feelings versus what's actually happening in the world, I want my daughter worst case scenario, okay? We're talking about I ain't gonna talk about the best. Let's talk about worst case scenario, right? Your man, the old man that you dated and you breeded for, he is of financial status to let the state step in and help you maintain these children.
Right. That's how it should be.
Right? I'm not advocating for it, but what I'm saying is not going to stop.
Right.
So now
Somebody else said something.
Okay, RJLD1. We should all try and stay around our age a few years here and there. See what I'm talking about? That's that gray area. I don't like gray areas. We should all try, like how that sounds. Go left, but you can go right sometimes. Nah, let's be for real. But I'll read the comment. We should all try and stay around our age a few years here and there. Doesn't matter, but sharing the same time scale should really work both on the same page as such. But that's my penny's worth. Good to get this out in the open. Yeah, I appreciate it. I love the comments.
I appreciate
right?
that. Yeah.
Right. But you know, like I said, I like finite rules because now we have a common villain. You know what I'm saying? When we say 16 in Idaho, 17 in New York, 15 in South Carolina.
That's crazy. And this is
you know
one
what I'm saying?
same country.
No, like exactly. And there's one nation. So if I'm driving through.
Oh, I could back up a 16 here and a 15 here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if I'm driving through Alabama, it's all good. But then when I get to New York, I go to jail. We don't have yeah, you know what I'm saying? We don't have a common villain. And that's why I feel like a lot of this stuff is kind of like arbitrary. It's hypocritical.
Very.
You know what I'm saying? And very, you know, it causes division.
Very
and it
lopsided.
leaves people having these conversations because now, you know, like I said, I like finite rules. If we all know who the villain is, right? Now we can have a nationwide worth of accountability.
Right.
If you don't like me and my girl dating together, fuck it. I'll just go to fucking South Carolina. Now what? Say
and then
something.
we'll be good by law. Everybody will love us then. It's too,
you know what I'm saying?
It's confusing.
So, you know, at the end of this, men, know the rules of your state. Fuck what anybody's gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when women ask you why you dating this young girl, just say we like to fuck. Okay? That's what we got in common.
And let's remember.
And if you don't like it, move up. If you don't like me, we not like you neither.
And let's remember who's really doing the dirt, okay?
Right, Tony? Right? We love young girls because they like to fuck.
I don't condone that.
I'm just laughing. I mean, that's all they
Tony,
do.
tell them about your trip to Las Vegas. All right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Was it Dominica? Okay, yeah, see?
What do you mean?
You ain't telling Tony he was bad.
What do you mean? How old? Well, you know what?
Oh, you see? You see
no,
what?
No.
What?
50 to 20 is wild.
I'm not
wild.
gonna. Even my
That's
mom
crazy.
said I need to date somebody older. I'm
Okay,
not
so
gonna
if
lie. She
let me,
even
okay,
said that.
okay, hold on.
I feel that way.
15.
Because
Okay, hold on.
we're very-
15 to 20 is wild. Is
15 to 20. What do you mean?
no.
50.
50 to 20 is wild, right? So is 70 to 40 wild?
They're both adults.
No.
I know-
Wait.
I know what you're trying to do.
And
No,
20
I-
is adult too.
I get what you're saying.
I'm asking you a
What
question.
happened in
I
Vegas?
feel like when you're in your
He said,
No. You made a statement,
what
and I'm
saying
asking
is-
you to defend your
I'm
statement.
gonna defend it.
Okay.
Let me talk.
Let me talk.
My What I'm saying is, at 20, you don't really know much. At 40, you have more wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't think you should be dating a 70-year-old man, but I feel like at 40, you're a grandma. Like, you have more wisdom. You can do it. Because a 40-year-old man, a 70-year-old man will not be controlling me, child.
What's the age limit to join the military?
Isn't it 18?
All
Wasn't
right.
it 16?
What could happen?
just
What,
think it's
wait.
No, this is some real stuff right now.
Wait.
That's-
Across the nation, right?
18.
Across the nation to join the military at 18, right? What can happen to you on your first day in the army?
Get your head blown off.
Die.
Okay. You trying to tell me that person who joined the military, who said men and women join the military, got a gun, they said go to war, defend this country, is no way, shape, or form able to have some sense in their brain?
That's crazy to me.
Oh, see what I'm talking about? And that's what I'm talking about, right?
It's
We
unfair.
can't. You see, we can't defend, and that's that's my overall argument, right?
Everything is just unfair.
We
honestly.
can't defend the excessive age gap because there are certain things that are worse than that they allow you to do. At 18, you can join the army and on day number fucking 2 be in a war zone,
Ain't that shit crazy?
right? And have to manage other people's lives. Okay?
Sacrificing yours.
Sacrifice and manage other people's lives.
At 18.
At 18. But then she just said at 20, you're not an adult.
At 18, they still don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Wait, but at
They're just
18
using you. They're just using you for the army. They don't need you at 18. They could wait until you're 25, but they're using you because you're young and you're dumb and you don't know if you want to go to you don't know if you want to go to college yet. You just graduated. So now you don't know what you want to do with your life, but you know what? Come to the army. We can use your dumb ass and people can be shooting up.
You know
Argue
what
with
they say?
argue with Congress.
Argue with our oppressors. But you know what they
just
say?
because you're of age doesn't mean that you're there yet.
Right.
At 18, you've seen people
So-
getting shot up and all that. That's gonna fuck you up. You're still a baby.
So what age
You're
are
still
you?
a baby.
What-
You
what-
can't even go to a club 21 and older. You can't drink. You're still a baby. But
So
yet
at
you're
what
using
age? At what
guns.
age is
Please.
everybody there?
You know?
At what age? Give me a number.
I would say
25.
like mid 20s.
Because
No,
my
give me a number. Give me a number.
my
Give me a
car
number.
insurance, I can't have the same car insurance payment at 25. So
No, I'm being.
That's another thing.
No, give me a number. Give me a number.
I'm in
25.
college.
Okay, you can say 25.
21.
That's what I'm saying.
You just graduated college.
You have time to
you're
relax.
Like 19, 20, 21. Now you just got your ID. Now you can
Your
go
credit
drink.
is going up
You're bugging out in the
22.
street. You're driving drunk. You going to bitch's house to fight. Then that's 21. You're still a baby.
21, 22,
So and I didn't have my first child till I was like 27. So I'm gonna say around 25, 26, 27, 21. You're still a fucking baby. I just got my ID, guys. I can go drink now. I can go drink.
25, 26, 27.
Yeah, late
you-
20s, late
so-
20s, early 30s.
See what I'm talking about? Like Doreen was able to give me an age. She said 25.
I feel like
late 20s.
And that's where I'm just exposing the whole the senseless part of the argument. We can never say at 25 for Doreen is the same 25 for Brown.
No, it's mentally.
Yeah,
I just
we
think-
can't say, we can't never say across the nation because somebody would say 21.
that's true.
You know, and that's it. That's all I got.
You know, I have something to say. You
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what I thought about?
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
I know, right? Have y'all ever realized that it's nothing but slavery? It's sex slavery. 95% of the world is in slavery.
Facts. Financial slavery.
Y'all, financial, sex slaves, and just regular working. That really should say a lot. 95%, maybe 99%, because I'm that 1%. 99% is slaves. Think about that. Sex slaves.
So I wish the best for Shannon. And I mean, he just recently stepped down from ESPN. which was sad. Shout out to him. Pete, you know what I mean? Blessings for him. On to other news. Diddy. What a segue. How you put Shannon Sharp and Diddy in the same fucking conversation?
Ain't that something?
Right? But Diddy just won a couple of his arguments for his battle.
Diddy's still going to jail, child. He aging in there, looking white, losing weight. He's fucking hooping and hollering and doing the Diddy bop with the rats and roaches, as Tisa was saying.
Blue, you think he was set up?
But yeah, Diddy is going down. His trial starts on May 5th. He wanted an extension for 2 months because all these evidence are coming out, and he's like, "How the fuck can I defend it? Like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready." Oh well, nigga, get ready. Your trial's in a couple of days, the 5th of May, and
but people really believe he was set up. I really want to hear why people think that he was set up.
Blue.
I want to hear
Diddy.
why people believe that he was set up.
Here's the thing with Diddy. This is my opinion of Diddy, right? What's his ultimate crime? Is it sex trafficking or
sex trafficking, kidnapping,
all of that,
arson, all of that stuff? Right. They're even gonna have Kid Cudi.
Oh, RJLD1 said we need to stop voting and take back our world. Groom these parasites called politicians and world leaders. I'm guessing you meant to say out. They are all corrupt and we need to stop listening to them and follow our mind, as that will get us through as before in history. Yes, that is a good post.
I like that. Stop in the loop.
Okay, so as Diddy, it says Diddy appeared in court early this week to request a postpone his upcoming trial. I already told you guys on May 5th, but they denied it. Diddy is reportedly losing weight at a rapid pace behind bars as he awaits trial in his alleged sex trafficking and racketeering case. According to new reports from All Hip Hop, the bad boy mogul appeared to be not only but he's grainy, but he appeared to be extremely small. So yeah, he's losing weight and he's appearing to be slimmer.
Who cares about his weight? He's supposed to be in there. So what are you doing?
Diddy won partial of his case. Majority of his cases was dismissed. Right, as far as all of the sex trafficking crimes, I think he still needs to defend himself with what he did with Cassie, as far as like the brutality of it. But I'm guessing, when was this? As of March, is it March 25th this was posted? Yeah, March 25th. He won partial of his case, right?
And what parts did he win?
Certain things within the case got thrown out.
Yeah, certain things in the case that got thrown out, like in between the sex trafficking and the sexual abuse. Hey, listen.
They all in cahoots.
Listen,
this is a bigger situation going on here. Sex slaves. Remember what I said.
You know why I feel like some of this is kind of like funny?
Very funny.
You know why I feel like some of this is kind of funny? Because and I'm gonna try to compare two things, right? Yo, the trans community, they rallied around the right to be called men and women versus their gender, right? And the community of women backed them, right? The women community were the biggest supporters of the LGBT community.
I remember.
Right?
And Obama.
And Obama.
He was the one that got us in.
And, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And Obama was the
black president.
And Obama was the one who changed legislative authority to allow
that's y'all boy.
Same-sex marriage, right?
Fuck.
And allow transgenders to compete and go in different bathrooms and yada yada yada. Y'all know, y'all was
black
there.
Black man to do the dirt,
right? So why we pick and choose things that really don't benefit us versus things that could potentially benefit us, and then set new laws, legislators, and standards, right? And I'm always going to say to the community of women, because women do outnumber men in America, right, by 5 million. Take that same energy. I'm just saying, like, take that same energy and say, yo, listen, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. Because when y'all want something, y'all gave Kamala Harris, and I'm not saying y'all, but y'all gave Kamala Harris like $2 million.
I didn't even, what?
Yeah.
That could have went to our community, man.
Y'all gave Kamala Harris like $2 million.
Come on, man.
That girl don't need y'all money.
Yeah, that's why I don't support that shit, man. They not pimping me out.
Like, do you understand where I'm trying to go right now?
I see clearly.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, on one hand, we're giving Kamala Harris $2 million. On the other hand, we rallying for the LGBT community so they can go in our bathrooms, go
Devil's
in
advocate
our bathrooms.
Shit going on.
You know what I'm saying? Participate in women-led sports. You know what I'm saying? And do all of these things to marry.
And we accepted it too.
And y'all accepted it, right?
Y'all accepted it.
But then we mad at Diddy because he liked to use baby oil.
What was Diddy doing with the baby oil?
The indecisiveness. It's the indecisiveness. It's the. I'm sorry, but when you have a population that's sheeps, it is very easy to lead the pack anywhere they want to go. It is very easy to confuse sheeps.
You know what I'm saying?
That's just the sheeple.
So I mean that's all. Listen, if we could all get a one accord, and I'm talking about all genders, right? I am not just talking about even black women.
It's only two genders.
I mean, well, yeah, it's only two genders, but I'm gonna just talk about just women in general, right? I want to say the community of women, black, white, Chinese, Mexican, the whole 9 yards,
Right.
the community of women. The same way I rally for certain things that are probably not as important as sex trafficking, sex abuse, you know what I mean, missing children, you know what I mean, the battery of women, because I believe in women's rights, right? But I want y'all to have that same energy across the board.
Everywhere.
You know what I mean? Everywhere, because obviously the laws of the land, if you really notice, the laws of the land are to protect women, right? How men are governed is to be in compliance with women's feelings, right? We have child support, we have alimony, we have Section 8. We have more women-led shelters, right? We have all of these things in the protection of women. Cool, I'm with it. Let's use it.
Right.
Let's use it.
Use it the right way. But they gotta come together first.
If you know, look at Mariah Lynn and that basketball player, right? Mm-hmm. She went to a different state, and the basketball player told Mariah Lynn, "I do not want to have your baby." She said, "No, I'm gonna have it anyway." Child support.
That was the situation where the guy who was texting her and he said that I don't want the baby.
Yeah, she got her money, right? After the father already said that, yo, you know, I don't. But guess what? There are laws to protect her. See what I'm talking about? That's why I said when you really look at the law of the land is
on the female side.
It's on the protection.
Always.
Yeah, it's on the protection of women. You know what I'm saying? There's some things across the board, but when it comes to the relationship between men and women, right? Women are going to get the upper hand. So if you know that, right? Don't act blind to a fact. You know what I mean? Across the board, let's be like, okay, cool. Let's use this protection that's going to protect all of us.
Right. And
across
everything
the board.
is connected, because if you fix this, everything is going to connect. It's a tree. It's a tree.
It is a tree.
It's a tree. And it's gonna be a domino effect, because once Obama passed that law about people being gay and shit, all the pedophilia stuff started coming out. They started passing law to be okay with having sex with animals in Canada. I don't know if anybody remember this. It was judges sitting around in like these black or red coats. They passed a law for bestiality
and pedophilia, right?
I don't know if you guys remember. Yes.
Not in making pedophilia a mental condition.
No, yeah, they had a TED talk on pedophilia being a condition, and
But how can that be a condition, but being bisexual and gay is not a condition?
This whole world is
because negative and positive, because negative and negative will never fucking go.
Stop touching these
Can
children.
Y'all take two batteries
Stop
with the same?
Stop touching children and just go get a doll made of a little girl if you like that type of shit. That's still weird. Like, ew.
So it's very it's a word that I'm looking for.
Like these men, they stand outside of schoolyards looking at little kids. Like, I really don't understand. What is it about a little child that turns you on? What?
They're in some very low frequency.
She's barely growing any breasts. She doesn't have a butt. Like, she looks like, you know, all little kids they kind of like thick. Little kids they got weight on them. You know what I mean? You looking at their weight like thick, like little mama. She fat, but she thick. Like, what? I don't understand. Like, what is it about these little kids that attracts you to them? And then another thing too, like these high school teachers are fucking on their students.
And junior high school. I had a case in my junior high school.
Like, God forbid my son comes home fucking his teacher talking about he got his teacher pregnant. Like, what type of shit is going on? This whole world is
And then that
up.
same teacher filed for what? Child support.
It's crazy. Crazy.
Where's the outrage for that?
Not my child. Y'all will see me on the news. Y'all will see me on the news. I will make such
See what I'm
a
saying?
ruckus.
It's a word that I'm looking for.
I will make such a problem if I ever hear a teacher is touching on my child. I promise you, I'm calling the boys while I'm up there. They better get there before I do. I will call the cops on myself. Are you crazy?
It's a word.
That's so weird.
See what I'm saying? Let's get it together.
It's a fucking word.
Yeah, I just think that y'all should just leave these kids alone. Get people in your age group, or couple of years younger than you, but not a whole. Not if the person could be your daughter or your grandchild.
There's something wrong with you. There's really something, and there was tests proving that too. It's really something wrong with you.
Yeah, that's the issue.
So you got the wrong people in the psychiatric.
So now they're calling Sexy Red an op. Do you believe that Sexy Red could be an industry plant? Sexy Red being an industry plant. Do I believe that?
I think a lot of them are puppets.
That's
you
true.
sign a contract, you're a fucking puppet.
Yeah.
You're following their rules. You're not a star of your own. You're not a free star.
Yeah.
You're a controlled star.
Yeah, I believe that.
So
I don't know if she was. Yeah, I believe she's a puppet, but I don't think she's working with the CIA to like get people.
That's
arrested and
OD.
shit. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think she's doing that.
Cause who has she gotten? Who was arrested that known her recently?
Little Dirk.
Because of her?
Well, not because of her, but you said that know her. Little Dirk was arrested. He's doing time.
Or maybe she's doing maybe she's doing a mass manipulation. Maybe it's not something that's really in the industry. Maybe it's for the audience.
I would say this, right? Somebody who DJs every weekend. I'm growing with my crowd, right? I generally have a younger crowd by. Man, that phone busting your ass right about now. So I generally have a younger crowd. Y'all girls need help, man.
Come to Rich Minds Entertainment. I help with etiquette. I help with cleaning. I help with learning how to take care of your baby.
Yo, the excessive.
Unbalanced.
Even the things y'all be saying online
doesn't make no common sense. Doesn't make any sense.
Okay, I'll give you a scenario, right? One girl was like, if you're not coming to pay my hair, my nails before we go out, then I'm not going out with you.
First off, my hair and my nails are gonna be done
know what I'm saying?
already.
Okay, and this kind of like trickles back to like, well, who is she used to dating? Men of excessive access to finance. Because only a man with an excessive access to finance could do something like that and will not feel the brunt of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody her age group is probably not gonna be like, I could do that for you. So if you're gonna take those experiences and then make a general statement, I feel like women are already saying what kind of guy that they want, and that man is generally gonna be older. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was just a regular 9-to-5 hardworking man, that man that can sneeze on $250, $300, is gonna be generally somebody older than you and not somebody of the same age group.
Because they're more stable.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because
they're more stable.
Even if you got the job at 20, it's gonna take you at least 10 to 12 years to get to a certain one pay raise from the time you started to accumulate some type of position through over your annual increase in pay through the percent, you know what I mean, through percentage, and for you to get a position in your job, right? For instance, if you're working for Google, right, you're gonna come in as an entry level personnel. It's gonna take at least minimum, you know what I mean, 10 years for you to get to a managerial or supervisory role, to where you're making, where your pay can go up from 25, which is minimum wage, to 45, which is mid-level management. So somebody who's making $45 an hour could probably let go $300 before he even take you out. That's what I'm trying to say, right? 20 years old to add 12 years here. If you add 12 years on 20 years old, that is 32. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when you say certain things subliminally, subconsciously, you are asking for an older man. You know what I'm saying?
RJLD1. He said, I come here every day to listen to reggae, but this is fun. Oh, thank you.
Yo, shout out to you, man. Shout out, yo.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, the conversation gets spicy. You know, so that's why I said, you know what I mean? Y'all need help. If that's the general consensus between women saying they want men to come off the rip, pay for stuff before y'all even go out.
I just don't like the fact they don't have nothing to really like. That's okay. Being the fact I'm a very purpose-driven individual. If I'm gonna date somebody, I'm single by the way. If I'm gonna date somebody, he has to understand that I'm purpose-driven. You're not gonna speak to me all the time. Why? I'm talking to God created. I'm gonna be up late hours, focused on my purpose. So he has to already be in his purpose, driven. You understand? So it's like two different scenarios and two different individuals as people, because you have people that's not purpose driven. So that's where you're gonna find those girls that don't know what they want. I'm purpose driven. I know what I need. I know what I don't need.
So he can't control you because you know what it is already.
And it's not even about controlling. He sees me as, yo, she's purpose. She's actually doing God's work. Whatever it is, she has an important job to do. So I'm gonna respect it. You understand? So I think it varies when it comes to certain things, when it comes to the mind frame and awareness in situations. A lot of these women, they don't know what they want.
And I think all of that stuff is music driven. You know what I mean? What is said in the lyrics is what's driving the minds of young women. And, you know, that goes back to Sexy Red being considered an industry op or industry plant, because her lyrics do glorify that type of lifestyle.
Right.
That get it and go, get your money and go, fuck the nigga. That lifestyle, you know, it can only be sustainable through your mid-20s. You know, after 30, that lifestyle is not feasible for a long time.
Absolutely not.
Sustainment, right? Because it just doesn't work.
Right.
It just doesn't work. You know what I mean? Your 20s, you can get up and go and get it like that. But after that, you know what I mean, for the general population of women, you know, the same energy that you had, he's going to find another woman that is 20 and now you're 30.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's the reason why I say that lifestyle is not sustainable, because you're actually aging yourself out.
Right. And that's,
you know what I mean? If you're always constantly going after men who can just give you that quick fix when it comes to money,
right,
sooner enough, you want money, he wants a young woman. Time is not on your side.
There you go.
Right? And as you continuously age, a new girl turns 18 every day.
Now the question is, how are you able to stay young?
Yeah, I mean,
it's all in the mind.
Yeah, that's up to you.
It's a reboot.
You know, that's up to you. That's how that's gonna be up to you. But
people still say, Doreen, are you still in the 8th grade? I can show y'all my 6th. I can show you. I still look the same since 5th grade. I'm still the same height from 5th grade. Wow. You understand? But that's because I keep purity in my heart. That's a key that nobody really realized. I actually care about my soul. I'm a selfless individual, but I am strategic. You understand? So it's like, life is in me. I give life. That's what I'm about. You understand? I grow life. Anything I touch is gonna fucking grow. I touch my hair, it's gonna grow. I do her hair, it's gonna grow. I massage him, his bones are gonna feel better. So being a woman, trust me, I can help you with that, okay? That's what I do. So it's like, when it comes to being a woman, you have to tap into these gifts that you have naturally, because men, they need more. Men is powerful. Trust me. The mind of a man is strong. And a lot of women out here, they cannot handle that.
Yeah, they gotta know how to nurture his
all right,
mind.
you gotta. And a lot of men don't know how strong they are.
He has to allow her to do so.
But
he said massage him. Ooh!
Massage me, please. MC Life 84, big up yourself.
You want to take her on a date, but before she massages, you have to take her on a date.
You got a girlfriend.
So Kanye West.
Oh yeah, so this just in. Kanye he said that Playboy Cardi pulled up to his hotel with a gun. He's like, what that mean, nigga? You wanna know what's going on.
Yo, so Kanye West just came out and said that he sucked his 14-year-old. You know what I mean, 14-year-old cousin.
No. He was performing fellatio on his cousin until he was 14, but we don't know what age he started.
Okay, well, I just said 14 just to round it off, right?
He said he doesn't have a girlfriend.
Okay, love connection.
He said not the girlfriend.
So that means he doesn't have one.
He was just up there saying he got a girlfriend.
He said not the girlfriend.
Yeah, but anyway, right?
If you got a girlfriend, you do not be asking my friend to massage you because she don't do side chicks. So you gotta be single.
Tonight, the Mr. Plug show.
Yes.
Okay, 9 to 11.
Yes.
Right? Shout out to Mr. Plug show. But yeah.
MC Live.
Kanye. So, how do you feel about that? Kanye West.
Okay, I got a lot to say about this.
Watching porn with his cousin, performing fellatio on his cousin up until the age of 14.
Okay, so see, this is what I like. The whole Libra scales thing. Some people don't believe it, but I believe that I can play both. Okay, so this is the thing. I understand you're young, you're a little child, you're interested, you want to look at porn, you with your cousin, you guys are at each other's house all the time, looking at porn, doing things you're not supposed to be doing. I'm not talking about sex. We looking at porn. Got that. Now, I think a lot of times, how can I put it? I think we grew up in a society where millennials, a lot of us were molested. A lot of us were molested, raped, taken advantage of by people in our family or a close friend. We played house with our family members. And I think that this is something that we don't talk about enough. And I think that the people who are making fun of something that happens, that we all know happens behind closed doors, I think those people are projecting because maybe it happened to them and they don't have the courage to come out and speak about it. So Kanye speaking about it makes people a little uncomfortable, and they want to make it seem like, oh, what the fuck? We all know shit like that happens in families. Stop playing stupid. So for him to come out and say it, yes, we were clutching our pearls, we were gasping, but I feel like he had to have a lot of strength to come out and say something like that.
Absolutely.
Because he's a man admitting that he was having sexual relations with another cousin, which is a boy, not a female. Not saying that you should be fucking your cousins, no. But as a man, for you to come out and say, I had sex with my cousin, and the cousin being a man, it takes a lot of courage and strength for you to come out and say that. And I want to thank him for doing that.
He's always honest.
It's helping him heal. He has trauma, clearly. But I think that people need to be a little bit more sensitive when it comes to Kanye in that particular subject, because everyone hasn't been molested. No, I think there are some people that have been living this world, walking around this life that haven't been molested. But because it happens a lot, I'm pretty sure 9 out of 10 people have been molested. So I think we should have grace when it comes to Kanye admitting his truth and being honest about what happened to him. Now, if he's lying, fuck you. That's it. That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah, that would be some fucked up lies.
What happened?
But he said that so he could say the word faggot. So you think he's lying?
Everybody missed that word, faggot.
No, he said because people think he's gay now he could say the word faggot.
Yeah, technically. But here's the thing, right?
What do you think?
So I think it was something for us to think about, because R. Kelly addressed the fact that his sister used to sexually molest him.
I remember that situation.
Right?
I didn't hear that.
Yes.
His sister used to do what to him?
They used to make him eat her vagina, right? So, do we still have the same heat for R. Kelly?
Yeah, that's disgusting.
No. I don't think you heard what I said. His sister forced him to eat her vagina.
So yeah, of course, yes.
Do we still have the same heat for?
Hell yeah, Kelly is going. I feel like Kelly grew up.
No, that's hypocritical. What do you mean? If you can,
I still think he's wrong for what he's doing. I feel sorry for the thing that he's been through since a childhood. Yes, I feel sorry for him, and that's what I'm saying. When a lot of things happen to people during their childhood, and it sets them up for failure as they get older. Everything stems from childhood. And that's what people need to understand. Your mother and your father are your first love. Your father teaches you how to be a man and how to respect and treat women, and your mother it's supposed to teach you how to be loved on and how to treat other men.
Trauma and drama.
So if his first love, his mother, You said his sister?
Sister.
If his sister was like the first girl in his life because he grew up in that home with her and she was treating him a certain way, yeah, he's gonna grow up with the same type of mentality. Everything stems from childhood. They said that at the age of 7, you teach a child up until the age of 7. After 7, that's it. Whatever you teach them at the age of 7, that's what they're gonna go off of. Up to 7. So you have to program that brain. So if he's being programmed to eat coochie at 3 years old and he's eating his sister's coochie, he's gonna grow up thinking that this was wrong, but it wasn't that wrong because it was my sister. My sister loves me. I want to fuck my cousin now.
That shit is traumatizing.
I want to have sex with my mom. There was a chat room with like 7,000 men in the chat room, all admitting to raping their mothers and sisters. I'm gonna pull it up while y'all talk. And it went quiet. Nobody was talking about it. A whole chat room with men admitting, yeah, I fuck my mom. Yeah, I fuck my sister. This is what I do. I rape my nieces and nephews. My nieces. This is the conversation was in that chat. 7,000 people talking about that shit. It's normal for them because they grew up watching that. That's why, same thing with relationships. If that man is beating your ass and you're with that man with children in the home, leave that motherfucker because he's teaching the children to beat your ass and to beat whoever they get with after that. And he's teaching girls to accept that bullshit. If you're cursing at your husband all the time, you're cursing at your boyfriend all the time, your baby daddy, and you guys live in the same home, you're teaching your children that's what they have to do. So your son is going to be attracted to women who curse him out. He's never going to know how to leave that bitch. And you're going to be trying to get that bitch out the house. And he's going to say, Mom, but I love her. But she's cursing me out all this fucking time. Because you as a mom accepted that bullshit. Or you as a dad accepted that bullshit. So he's going to learn that. Right. Everything stems from childhood. Point blank period.
So can we give R. Kelly the same grace now that Kanye has him?
I feel sorry for R. Kelly, but you still got to go to jail.
So are we going to send Kanye to jail?
Kanye got for fucking his cousin?
For giving his cousin fellatio.
No, that happened when they was a little kid.
Okay, that happened to R. Kelly when he was a little kid.
Yeah, but R. Kelly used that trauma and was peeing in girls' mouths and beating them up and holding them hostage. So yeah, he gotta go. If Kanye uses his trauma to rape his children, to rape his nieces and nephews, and to touch little kids, then he gotta go. And I feel like he's crashing out because I feel like he's on Diddy tapes. So let's wait and see.
This is a very interesting topic because I'm always a fucking example. And you guys wouldn't know if I had been molested, right? By my brother. And he's dead. Full-blown AIDS. That's why he died. Now, if I tell you guys this story real quick. Our neighbors upstairs touched my brother. I'm gonna tell y'all how controlling your mind and being aware of your thoughts and your actions can actually help you. Having a third view projection on all your situations that has happened. So fast forward to what I'm trying to say. I was molested multiple times as a young one, right? By my brother. My mom, she's mentally ill, so there was no, she didn't really know, she couldn't really do anything. So,
Shay is canceled.
Going back to being able to not create the same trauma on another child takes strength. I posted something the other day. It takes strength to not make that decision to cross over to insanity. And I said that because it was many times where I struggled with that strength. It was fucking with me at a point. And it takes a lot to not actually manifest it. If that makes sense. All right? So, knowing that happened to me, yes, you do not have to be what you've been through. And I'm proven fact of that. You don't have to be what you've been through. You don't have to hurt somebody else. I have 2 kids. I've been married. I've been engaged. My ex-husband, yes, that nigga fucked me up, but I fucked that nigga up too. Because that's just what I'm about. Nobody's gonna touch me. All right? So with that being said, you do not have to be what you've been through if you have awareness of yourself and your thoughts and your experiences. Right?
So I just said about this 7,000, I was wrong. It was 70,000 members.
70,
so rape chat groups with 70,000 members discussing how they have raped their sisters and mothers, offering their wives to be sexually abused and shared. They're in this chat, they're giving advice on how to sexually abuse your wives and have people take advantage. I came across this thing right here. Hold on.
Is that from the black web?
It says
the dark web.
Hold on.
They have that on the regular website. It's not on the dark web.
I gotta read the whole thing, but I just saw something here. Okay, in one shocking instance, a German man said he would sedate his wife and allow other men to sexually assault her.
Sex slaves, remember?
Do you hear what I'm saying? Let me repeat myself. Let me be Dr. Umar. Let me repeat myself. This man sedated his wife.
Oh,
now let's break that down real quick. A wife is someone that you get down on your knees and you say, will you marry me because I'm going to take care of you for my whole life. I'm going to provide and protect. The mommy and daddy gives you away to this man who's supposed to protect you. And he is sedating you, injecting you, giving you something to pass you out so his friends could cop a feel.
That's mental
husband
disability.
did that to his wife.
That's mental disorder.
Brothers are raping their sisters. Sons are raping and abusing their mothers. Do y'all hear what the fuck I'm saying?
Sex slaves.
Do y'all hear? The same coochie that popped you out and gave you life, he turned around, grew up, and beat the shit out of his mom, and now he's abusing her, fucking her. Are you what? This is a crazy life that we're living in. Crazy world that we're living in. Like
the mind is very important.
Really?
The mind is the most important fucking thing. Okay?
Blue says she just want the sex part. She don't want the slave part.
I was trying not to laugh yet
and then these men are acting like they don't know what's going on.
Because they're not, I don't believe that they don't really know what's going on. I feel that if we had more belief and more of a structure within ourselves, we'd be able to defeat these problems that's going on.
We need to respect women. It's a lack of respect for
and
women.
The men and boys need respect too.
Yeah.
Because I bet you they always molested
70,000, yes, 70,000 in a chat giving advice and tips. Yo, that didn't work. I do try this next time. Yo, try this pill. That knocked my wife out quick. Are you crazy? Why sound fool? What being like that? That thing is crazy.
Your own husband will rape you.
Own husband.
Trust me, I know.
Your own husband is gonna drug you up so his boys can cop a feel, and they're all gonna be drinking a beer, watching you while you get raped.
Something gotta be done. Men gotta start protecting these girls out here, man. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Women, get your minds right, because women do carry wisdom. Sorry, women
and
carry
these men
wisdom.
wonder why we don't give them the time of the day, because y'all are fucking weird, bro. Weird.
And you could tell a weird person if you're good with frequency and energy. You could kind of tell a weird person. That's the only thing that would let you know somebody's really actually fucking weird.
Yeah, I think we should go to a commercial break.
Absolutely, Uncle Lee.
Music.
Call in, y'all. Call in. I want to hear your opinions.
I want to talk about guys not having the funds and they want to take you out on a date, and women, why are you accepting certain things?
Accepting crumbs.
Breadcrumbs.
I'm baking loaves.
In the meantime, in between time, right? Let's get to it.
In between.
Now this is Mr. Vegas in the problem style.
When your legs go back, you still the show. And I can't sweep you off of your feet.
Watch Tony with a rubber dub, right?
Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? Darling, I will be loving you. Heart was made for less. Heart at 23. I'm thinking about how we will fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just a touch of the hand.
Yes, people, we call this Cool Out Fridays, right?
With you every single day.
Hold the vibe, hold the corner, hold your gal, hold your drink.
So hurry now, babe. Take me into your loving arms. Place your hand on my beating heart. where we are. Baby, we
Zag us out, zig it out, zag us out. Anyhow, bad man now out. Zag us out, zig it out, zag us out. Anyhow, be the man I'm higher than you now. Zag us out, zig it out, zag us out. Neptune make number one tune, yeah. Zag us out, zig it out, zag us, yeah. Zag us out, be the man and the girls them sugar. The girls them world class lover. The girls them need this nigga. When me love them shape and figure. Yeah, the man them where the girl admire. Love the girl and make them ball out for Jaja. And I me got the girls them power. Here we cool and my ass sing by the hour. Zaga, zaga, zaga.
There's nothing in this world that I wouldn't do.
Wow.
If I could be your man.
Zaga, 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 zaga. Excuse me, baby, but I will just have to tell you this. It's been a while since I done my your tenderness. Your Coca-Cola bottle shape and all the cherry lips. I know you alone, me want to hug love up and then lick it. I want to show you I'm a man that very romantic. But you's a baby, choose a girl as well, me never itch. Nothing got you see me now, that you me want to shit. But listen when me sing this, not a ticket. Dini man, dini man, dini man.
It's not that I don't love you. You know how much I do. And it's not that I found somebody to take the place of you. But it's just the feel within me. And you touch my hand. And the fear that shakes my body, and I don't understand, so I'm leaving. This time I'm playing it smart. I'm gonna walk away from love. Before love
Come the thing them call a broken heart. This blessed love will never pass. They don't know it from the start. Me tell them say I'm dirty, yeah. Sean Paul and Sasha, come sing for them, baby.
Though you make me holler, though you make me sweat, I can't get your tenderness. Still I can't get you off my mind. What is it about you, baby?
I dirty, dirty, dirty love.
I'm still in love with you, boy.
Well, I'm a hustler and a player, and you know I'm not to stay. That's a dirty, dirty love.
I'm still in love with you, boy.
So girl, they try to understand that a man is just a man. That's a dirty, dirty love.
I'm still in love with you, girl.
That's the loving from the start, but you know we're at the part. That's the way I give my love.
I'm still in love. Yes, I'm still in love.
What a man gotta do, what a man gotta do. Girl, well I never have a promise and no bling bling for all a girl. But I just love it when me fling fling control a girl. And I make your head swirl, and I make your body twirl, and I make you wanna be my one and only baby girl. Night after night, me give you love to keep you warm. Girl, you never get this kind of loving from your bond. I know you want your cat, and me just can't perform.
Love you, baby.
I know you get the little loving of me
You
gone.
don't know how to love me.
I know no time for no kissing and chow.
Not even how to kiss me.
I do me take a little advice down.
I don't know why.
Baby girl, baby girl, baby girl, baby girl.
I love you, baby.
I dirty, dirty, dirty love.
I'm still in love with you, boy.
Well, I'm a hustler and a player, and you know I'm not to stay. That's the dirty, dirty love.
I'm still in love with you, boy.
So girl, can't you understand that a man is just a man? That's the dirty, dirty love.
I'm still in love, selling away.
Prostituting ain't quite Cinderella. Said she flirt with her boyfriend, grudging him of money and bling, so she go dead with him. Catch disease, now it started spreading. She start to seek penicillin, she's dying. Mercifully, for life she begging. When she hears her to the mark, she heading.
Says she broke out at the age of 7, strip dancing before she reached 11. One man can satisfy her. She needs more wood for the fire. Sex price getting higher. And more money she require. House car and land she desire. So from the prostitution work she won't retire. Flames and fire. Sunny spoon, burn the flesh, sell her and the buyer. Says she want a man to take her to the movies. Then another set to buy her pearls and rubies. Says she no care about cuts and bruises. That's just the way she chooses. Says she needs someone to bring her autumn, summer, winter.
Watch Hot House, big up yourself on the inside, right?
Dancing cash. New hairstyle, nails and green cash. She's doing business, just bring cash.
One man can satisfy her. She needs more wood for the fire.
The sex price getting higher. Some more money she require. House car and land she desire. So from the prostitution work she won't retire. Flames and fire. Burn the sex seller and the fire.
Time at the party. Now there's hardly any safe place left to go. Someone's bound to come and try to spoil the show. Oh, oh, oh. Remember the songs used to make you rock away. Those were the days when love used to reign. Everything would be
11111. We are back.
Remember, tomorrow, Saturday, April 26th, 1065 Pacific Street, 10 o'clock, BMP Rave Fest. Okay, meet me there. Pull up on me. Ask for Shy. Ask for Brown. You might
Brown
get you might get a little something. Pull up on me. Okay, period. So pull up on me tomorrow. Okay. Yes.
Let's get back. Yes, and we are back. We are back, people. We are back. Right? I said the request.
I'm gonna go live on YouTube. Show my YouTube some love.
Yes, people. Yes, people. It is all about JAIRiE Radio presents
Talent over hype.
The showcase, right? Live in studio, 11 a.m. Octane, God and I. You understand? Octane, God and I, Saturday, April 26th. Is all about that interview. It's all about that interview. Make sure you pull up. Make sure you log in. Make sure you tell a friend, right? DJ Craig, DJ Wayne, big up on the blood cut stuff. We outside, right? Put the girl them outside. Boom. Yes, people. You know what? Let me play one more song while we load up everything, right?
Please do.
That's not Barris.
Why we can't play him?
Yeah. All right, let's get back to it, right?
That is true. Every play, you gotta pay.
I have a conversation.
Let's get back to the
Okay, so
conversation.
here's what we're doing right now. Okay, so I came across my homegirl. One of my homegirls, she sent me a post this morning, and I watched it on our way here, and it just made me chuckle. So this guy took a girl out on the date, right? And prior to them being on the date, while they were on the date, he kept mentioning. Let me start from the beginning. So she met this guy, and she notices that he's always name dropping. He'll talk about celebrities that he know, or how much money he has, or what he has. Okay, great. That's strike one. So they went out on a date, and during the date, the girl's like, this lobster looks good, the steak looks good, the shrimp looks good. I don't know what I'm gonna get. And he started to subconsciously suggest chicken because it was only $21, and he kept saying the price of the food. And then he asked her, he said, what did he say? He said, are you the type of girl who likes a 3-course meal? Do you just eat appetizers? Do you get dessert after everything is done? Like, what do you do? So she just ended the date because what the fuck are you doing, sir? You're making it mad weird.
Yeah, asking those questions like that.
Easy. Why do we, if you don't have the funds, why you take me out, baby? Like, why you doing that?
Doreen, check the live real quick.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on.
Let's see.
My friend got it.
If you don't have the funds, why you take me out? Okay.
Aww.
Talk from two angles. Men, don't take women out who are not able to get on your page. Right? If she doesn't want to go with your budget, block and fucking delete. Hold on. Don't let a woman dictate how much you're going to spend on her. Okay? That's what I'm going to say. Part 2, right? If you're going to feel a way about a man's spending habits, women don't go. Right? If you feel that this man can't provide you a lifestyle that you want,
right,
ladies, do not go. But what I will not accept, right, is the chastising on how much money a man should spend on a woman. Okay? Because any way you look at it, I'm blocked again. It must have been something I said. But any way you looked at it, right? Any way you look at it, it's money that you didn't have, right, food that you didn't have, a a date, a night outing that you didn't have. That's how I feel. If you're gonna chastise, I almost want to say shame on you. Mm-hmm. If you don't like it, say, you know what? I don't like, and I don't like again. And men, if a woman doesn't want to get on your page, block and fucking delete.
You have to be
right?
honest.
It's got to be fair across the board.
Boundaries.
It's got to be fair across the board, okay? Because that is a man's hard-working money, and he is making concessions to spend on who? You. So, if you can't appreciate, and if she doesn't appreciate, then you guys should not be going out together.
Part ways and make it easy.
But the chastising, I can't do the chastising.
Yeah, it's kind of like bullying and dating to me.
It's why are you talking about your finances? Like, if we're gonna go out on a date and you don't have it like that, but you've been feeling to take me out, play low key. Like, you don't gotta let you $21 for chicken. That sounds.
I see what you mean. You don't have to kind of.
Maybe we should try the $2 steak today. Like, don't do that. Play it off, finesse it. You know what I mean? Like, send me the menu beforehand. I like to look at the menu before I go places so I know what I want when I get there. Not for prices, but yes, send her the menu. Kind of get an idea of what she wants. Send her like, hey, you know what? We shouldn't be sitting there for so long. Like, here, look at the menu. So by the time we get there, we already know what we want. That way, you have an idea of what the fuck she's gonna get. And if she's gonna get something that's a little over your budget, maybe you gotta calm down on what you're gonna order to eat. Feel me? And then on top of that, he suggested that they go to a spot on Wednesday because women eat free. He was like, oh, maybe we should have went to this spot instead because girls eat free. Vanessa, she don't gotta know that. When you guys are actually in a relationship and you guys have a bond and you could tell her X, Y, and Z, then you let her know what's going on. But if this is your first date, why the fuck are you telling me that girls eat free on Wednesday?
Maybe
and I'm gonna get my drink half off. Yeah, it's cute. Like, thank you. I'm gonna tell my homegirls and now we all gonna go. But if you're trying to impress me, don't tell me shit. Don't act like you never even went to the restaurant. Be like, yo, my boy just told me about the spot. Let's just go there. And right when you sit there like, oh, the girl's free. Oh shit, I didn't even know that. Make believe.
Right.
You know what I mean? Coming out of pocket talking to girls about how much money you spend and who you know, and suggesting that she order something cheaper for your budget on a first date. Disgusting, and I would not date you after that. Cause what the fuck?
I never had those problems in the dating scene, honestly. And
Yo, closed mouths don't get fed.
yes,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm somebody.
If I've honestly never been in that situation, but at the end of the day, it's not your money, it's mine. And if you don't like it, you can fucking leave. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can fucking leave. You know what I'm saying? And take the Uber back home too.
But it shouldn't.
You know what I'm saying?
It shouldn't be about the money, which is so whack.
And what did I say earlier? What did I say earlier?
You measure yourself by a dollar, by a number.
What did I say earlier? I said the girl wanting men to pay for things before the date.
That's fucking crazy to me.
The agency to already say that you have access to a man's spending habits is crazy to me.
That means you're demanding.
You know what I mean?
You're not even my wife.
You know what I mean? I'm taking this time out, and I feel like accountability got to go on both sides, right? I'm gonna start with women. One, find a man that can take you to Dubai on the first fucking date, right? Men, find a woman who is able with your spending budget. That is it, right? But the chastising back and forth, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that because I know how hard men work for their money and how much money they gotta put aside, and to say they're gonna take somebody out. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah, maybe the articulation of it, of how it was done, was probably tactless. It could have been a little bit more tactful. Right. You know what I mean? It could have been a little bit more strategic, a little bit more finessed, right? But I can't do that because I know how hard men work. I work fucking 80 hours a fucking week. So for me to say I'm gonna take a girl out, bitch, you are cutting into a fucking bill.
That's it. And easy. You know what I'm saying? See, and I'm somebody that's considerate. I'd be like, no, let's stay at home and I'll make a massive dinner or something like that. You know what I mean?
And also too, I'm not blind to the fact that women take excess, take pride in the preparation for when they go out with a man. So I'm not gonna be blind to neither of it, right? But the crux of this conversation is money.
That's
right?
all it is.
The crux of this conversation is money and how was it spent, right? I feel like there needs to be tactfulness on both sides, and I feel like there needs to be accountability on both sides. And that's why I say what I say. Women, find a man who can buy the things that you want, right? Men, find a woman that is willing to work within your budget. It goes both ways. I don't think there's any pointing fingers on this. I don't think anybody's wrong, and I don't think anybody's right. I just think the articulation between both points wasn't made correctly. Yeah, he could have finessed it. You're right. He could have finessed it. He could have been strategic about it. He could have been player about it. Yeah. But also, too, women, you got to understand, it's 3% of the population who makes six figures, and those people are black. Okay? There are 3% of black men who make six fucking figures. Okay? So, majority, 70, 80%, 90% of the men you're going to meet are, you know what I'm saying, 99,999 in salary. Right. Okay? So, take it how you fucking live. Or position yourself in places where you meet these men who make these type of money and can make these power moves. But don't judge every man to do the same thing for you, because the reality of it doesn't happen, and it's not going to happen. Right. That's the reality. 97% of men don't make six figures. Black men. How about that? End quote.
Yeah, I agree 100%. That's logic thinking. Make it make sense. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know.
Make it make sense. Seriously. Somebody was talking about my character. You got to make it make sense. If I'm going to go on a date, first of all, I'm not talking about money. I'm always going to have my money in my pocket, regardless. I come out with money.
You got to.
You understand? Because personally, when I go out to eat, I like to go to places like Royal 35. So my steak and my meal is already going to cost $300.
Where's that? Royal 35.
Ooh, that's an old school place. I like historical restaurants. So, Oh my God, y'all got to come. We should all go there. I know the owner and everything.
Shout out to Blue.
Royal 35. I'm spending like $325. Plus, I'm tipping maybe $100 just for the service because they're good people.
The steak is $300?
The whole meal.
Oh, okay.
And that just comes with the two sides, the massive steak, my drink, and I'm just continuously ordering. That's just me at my own table. Because I worked hard for my money.
You need somebody else trying to come in.
And it's not that I don't need it. come with the same thing. And if you don't have it, just be honest. Hey, it's all right. I got you. We all gonna eat. It's about us eating. I don't want you out here
and
hungry.
make sure that he's not trying to humble you.
No.
To the point where making you believe that you don't deserve what it is that you can give yourself. Because if I can give this to myself and you can't, that's okay. We can be friends.
Girl, I dealt with that in a marriage. I have never heard a man sit there and tell a woman, "Oh, I'm gonna let you shine now." Who the fuck says that to somebody? So that's, imagine, you know. So that's what I always say. I always have awareness with things, and I try not to look at guys in the same projection of the other guys.
That's true. That's true. Everyone is different.
Absolutely.
So that's basically like sometimes some men, they want a traditional wife,
right?
But they don't have the traditional money to fund it.
But what is the traditional money?
Tradition should not depend on money.
Right.
You know what I mean? Tradition.
Because the traditional wife has to stay home, cook, clean, take care of the children, right?
And that could be done at
How is she getting the finances for the food?
I'm about to tell you.
How is she getting the finances to decorate the house?
I'm about decoration. The house don't need decoration. You know what I'm saying? Tradition.
I want to decorate the house.
That's you, but that's not tradition.
For my children.
Shopping, that's not tradition. You can't. Those are luxuries. Those are luxuries, right?
I need clothes. I need food. Where am I get the money from? If you want me to stay home all day?
I'm working, right? Because
You see?
Wait. Okay, hold on. Let's back up 2 steps, right? Tradition is not based on finance. Tradition is based off principle and morality,
morals,
right?
yeah.
And then the ability to work together, right?
Compromise.
If you have clothes on your back, then you have clothes. There is no excess need to shop. If you want to shop more, that is a luxury, right? In the beginning of this, I said, find a woman that is able to work in your budget, okay? And is okay with that. What more clothes do you need, and how often do you need clothes? That should be the conversation, right? To like decoration. What decoration do you need? Okay, watch this now. Decoration, and I'm only going off what you said, right? Well, how does that play into tradition? And what decorations do you need? Fancy curtains. You know what I'm saying? A chandelier.
I want to dress my house nicely.
All right. That is a luxury, right? Because the first key word you said was house. That means you have a place to stay. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Everything else, and that's why I said, find somebody who can work within your budget and find somebody who is okay with your budget.
Right.
Because maybe I might not have the excess for you to be chandeliers and shit like that. Nah, we don't need a fucking chandelier. That's excess. Yeah. That's excess. You know what I mean?
It's a waste of money for the moment.
I mean, if you got it, get it. You know what I'm saying? If you got it, but do you need it? I think tradition is based on necessity. Right. I think that's what tradition is based off, necessity. Everything else is modernization. Like you know what I mean? Modernization.
I can see that and it makes sense, but when I hear traditional man, traditional woman, I'm thinking white picket fence. The wife is
American
home,
dream.
Cooking,
that's the American dream.
Cooking,
American
cleaning,
dream. You see, that's the problem with our culture. They believe in that American dream too damn much.
Huh?
That American dream is bullshit.
Okay, but you know what? If I want to live the American dream compared to what the Haitian dream is or whatever, how they I'm just saying. Yes. We grow up and we see how we want to live, and if this is how I want to live, I don't see what's the problem. You want me to stay home, you don't want me to work, but you want me to stay home, cook, clean, take care of the children, and cater to you. I need the funds.
Well, how much funds do you need?
So you mean to say I'm gonna sit home and just be bored?
Hold on, wait.
That's my job. My job is shopping for the house.
And
my job is shopping for my husband. My job is shopping for my children. So while you out working,
girl,
that's not tradition. I'm sorry.
That's a liability.
I could do it.
Okay, that's a bad investment.
I would do it. You go to work.
That's a bad investment, baby.
You go to
I'm
work.
a girl.
You go to work. My children go to school, and I will be home shopping for the house, and food will be ready. That's my job.
That's like saying I got a nigga free. I gotta do shit. I'm just here. Let's open
right. So watch this now, right?
I want to cook for my family. I want to create for my family. I want to have the leisure time that I can sit on my computer and brainstorm and come up with a $1,000 idea and bring in more money for the family so we can hang out and go on vacation and do it. That's what the fuck.
Vacation is leisure.
I want my man to have a nice job. I want my children to be good in school, and I want the luxury that I can sit home and work on me, take care of my beautiful husband, take care of my beautiful children, cook, clean, dance around my house, have my girlfriends pull up real quick. We could go to brunch.
Girl.
And then I gotta go to Crates and Barrels to go get a new carpet.
Well, listen.
Then I come home,
There's 3%. There's 3% of men out there. Find them, because trust me, the average man, because the average man can't do that. You know what I'm saying? To have to work all day. Because watch this now, right? I'm working. Listen. I'm working so you could spend the money. That is a liar. No, that's not what you said though. That's not what you, Doreen. Let's be for real.
I know what I said.
Okay. Chat? What did she say?
Okay.
I want to cook. You want to share. You want to take care. Thank you.
But I also said to start a business, $1 million business. So of course, I'm not. You can't have. Shopping, and while I'm shopping, I'm going to be working on my business. I'll make something as I go. While I'm saying, of course,
you use his money to make you.
You know what? If my husband is from Ecuador and I'm from Haiti, and you got that much money, we're gonna go to Ecuador and we're gonna buy property. So while you at work, I'm gonna be fucking up the house in Ecuador. That's what the hell. Don't play me. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yo, chat. Please tell me y'all heard the same thing I heard.
I know
because that sounds like a liability, right? Girl. I'm working so you could spend the money.
You slaving. The woman got you slaving.
No, I'm gonna pay the bills in the house with the money that you bring in.
Why do you need to pay the bills? Why can't I pay the bills?
Maybe you need more drawers. I gotta buy you some calzone. So I'm gonna buy some calzone. What do you mean why?
I have enough drawers.
No.
I don't know. I don't agree with that.
I'm gonna get my husband what he needs. I'm gonna get my children what they need. I'm gonna get the house what they need. And we can also start a family business.
Y'all call it. I want to hear this.
Yo, listen. I'm
figuring out ways, and you trying to deny me my lifestyle.
I'm not trying to deny you your lifestyle. I want you to. You want a rich man because I want you to hear. I want you to understand what a man. So here's the thing, right?
I want a purpose.
When women say things, you got to understand how that translates to what a man hears, right? Yes. I don't want to hear a woman say, you work and I go shopping. You work and I decorate the house. Because all that should take money, okay? And if you're moving into my situation, or if you're moving into a man's situation, it's fine, okay? It's fine. It may not be to your standard, but guess what? When it rains, your head is fucking covered. When it's cold, there's heat, right? Now, in the inverse, right? If you say things like food is a necessity, if you're contributing or if you want to take responsibility over necessities, right? That is something that is, I can say asset, or I can assign value to that, right? Cooking, I'm working 20 hours, you're cooking the food, that's an asset, right? I'm working versus you shopping for underwear that I didn't need at the time, that's a liability, right? Asset versus liability, that sounds like in liability. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That sounds, vacations are luxuries.
I'm gonna have a heart attack by 50. I'm gonna have to keep working. My man, black man, is gonna have to keep working and slaving for the white man.
You know what I'm saying?
Just to come.
You can, and another thing too, we gotta watch the language, right? Because the words mean things, right? Mm-hmm. But when women say, "I'm gonna take the money to invest," in order to invest, you have to have excess of spendable cash, right? We were just talking about investments earlier, right? You can't invest what you don't. I'm like, what are you going to invest? Because 100% of our income is going to bills already. Right. So that means you're shorting a bill to take this money into an investment. And true investments come with money that is not taken away from the debt to income ratio.
Right. And it has to be proper.
You know what I mean? Like you said earlier today, right? You said you can invest $300 into stocks and bonds and stuff like that because you have that money to potentially,
and
you have that money, but if that money was never there, how could you invest $300 you don't have monthly?
I won't have it.
I mean, I don't know. That's and you got.
Don't cash a check that you can't cash, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
Right? I'm saying like first we gotta first get in this situation and see what the debt to income ratio is.
Right.
Because investments might not be a thing for every family. Because if that was true, then everybody would be doing it.
Damn, and I'm a fucking...
Everybody would be doing investments.
Man, I'm such an investor. My relationships be investments. I'm like, baby, I got this check right here. What can we do? We could flip this. We ain't gotta go eat no dinner. I could do X, Y, Z, and we could make this back right now. That's how I was thinking. That's why I ended my relationships.
Yeah, I'm not doing that for a man unless he's showing me he's bought it. Cause I was young and dumb. Okay, I was young and dumb.
Only when I was
Checks
married,
going
though.
to my husband, and no. After everything I experienced in my marriage, I'm going about things so different.
Well, I'm getting married again.
Connection is an investment.
Would you be okay? Okay, all of us all here were married before. Would you get married again?
Oh, I would absolutely get married again.
Easy, would you get married again?
Oh, absolutely.
I would get married again, but if I don't marry, I wouldn't be upset because a lot of people don't make it to that level in their life. A lot of people will not get married. So I'm appreciative of the fact that I was actually in it, that I experienced it. And I will be okay if I don't get married again. I want to, but I'm okay if I don't.
I want to get married.
I'm okay if I don't.
Because I feel like that helps me. I feel like, once again, I'm purpose driven. 2 makes it better for me. So I'm going to date, but if you're purpose driven and you know your direction in life, I mean, you're complete 180 degrees in your purpose. Like, baby, I'm on time. I got to make it here. Then I'm good. We could definitely be married, because that's why I ended my marriages, because they was not in their purpose. So they're busy doing shit that they're not supposed to be doing, cheating because you're not in your purpose. So you're not focused. And as a man, you need to be focused for me, bro.
Blue said that she would marry again, but they have to fet.
But they would have to fit together. On Saturday. Well, he gotta go.
I'm not gonna lie. When I first got married, I didn't really understand the soca culture. I wasn't in it as much because a year before him, that was my first time playing mass, and I was going to parties and stuff like that. But while I was with him, I really saw the soca culture, and I didn't understand the whole fetting stuff. But yeah, girl, you gotta be able to fet.
Yeah. Damn, I didn't do none of that. I haven't did in 10 years. I haven't freaking went out.
Well, I be trying to invite this one out, but she stayed blocking me.
No, it's a lot of work. Once your
wanna-
purpose driven, no, listen. Once you are, even he said, if I'm coming out one night, I said I'm working.
She don't want to pull up with Shy.
She's a writer, so you know when you start writing, when you start focusing, it's like, damn, I can't lose my, you can't lose the gifts.
Yeah.
While you at a party, you got an ideal coming in and you forgot the damn ideal.
I write them down on my phone.
And that is true, but I don't have time to be focusing on my phone and stuff like that. I'm gonna start doing that actually.
Yeah. Also, you can
just put it in my
the
notes.
voice notes. Yeah, start recording yourself. Sometimes that's what I do. Like if I have a business idea, I just go to my voice notes and then I would just talk whatever, and then
I'd be so focused. Like,
yeah, do that.
Come on and shake my ass a
I'm
little
so happy to go
bit.
live now, y'all. Yo, I've been blocked since last year.
Hey.
Instagram blocked me from last year. That's why I created Brown Tea, because Instagram blocked me. So I gotta be on my best behavior because I wasn't supposed to be blocked. I literally had like 100 and something days left. I was supposed to go live in October of 25. So I don't know why they got me on live now. I hope it's not a mistake, but I'm gonna keep my peace. I'm gonna behave myself because I was blocked for 365 days, child.
Oh my God, for a whole year.
A whole year, Cheyenne was blocked.
I'm sick of these social media.
Brown Beauty was blocked. Okay, so Easy said this in the car. He said that a boyfriend had a birthday party for his girlfriend.
Yes.
And the boyfriend put, what did he put?
Best
pussy ever on the cake.
That's that sexy red mentality.
Imagine he was a Haitian father.
That's that sexy red
Now, I
mentality.
understand the joke. That's funny. But, like, why would you put that on my cake?
That's
around my
disrespectful.
family. That's disrespectful.
So the girl got upset at the father because the father mentioned that this was disrespectful.
That is.
And she didn't understand where the father was coming from, saying that the father was overreacting and it's just a joke and it's just a prank. And she was mad at the father because the father didn't want to eat a piece of the cake. Now, I definitely agree with that. What I don't understand is the rationale on why the daughter can't understand why he was upset. You know what I mean?
Because she victimized. That's why.
Like, how would you feel if your girlfriend's, your son's girlfriend got a cake that said best dick ever.
Yeah, no.
I said, get that nigga out my house.
Disrespectful. I understand the joke and I get it because we all have crazy humor and like it is funny, but not with grown moon around. Not with grown moon. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, not with parents.
That's crazy disrespectful.
And it's not tactful.
Yeah,
that's tacky.
She probably was trying to laugh it off with her dad. Like, dad is just a joke because she probably felt embarrassed because what the boyfriend did, and this is the type of man she's bringing around her family for him to do something
You with my
stupid
woman
like
for that?
So she probably felt embarrassed, like, you know, secondhand embarrassment. So she probably felt embarrassed. That's why she was laughing. But yeah, that's crazy disrespectful.
She laughing because he running that shit. That's
disrespectful.
Because if that was me, there's no way I'll be laughing. I'll be like, yo, get that cake up out of here. You can't disrespect my parents
In front
like
of my
that.
family, yeah, that's
you can't disrespect my
disrespectful.
parents
Yeah.
like that. I would have been like, this whole party is done.
Yeah, I agree with Papa. That's no.
not.
So did we hear that a new lawsuit resurfaced against Shannon Sharp?
Just now?
Right? Yeah, his ex-girlfriend, Michelle Bundy, originally filed in late 2023 a lawsuit that accuses Sharp of rape, defamation, and threats dating back to 2010. Evans alleges that she was assaulted and later intimidated into silence.
Oh, it's a fair. Yeah. I just saw that on my Instagram.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, how do we feel about that? How do we feel about that?
I think that he's in the wrong. I think we have. This is
Michelle
still fresh.
Bundy, looking like a white girl too.
This is still fresh. We have to wait for more things to come out. But yeah, I totally think he's in the wrong. So he scared this
I
girl
want to hear the
into
other
dropping
side of the
charges.
story.
That's the same thing with Jay-Z's accuser. I still believe that she was raped and stuff like that, but because Jay-Z and his team was coming after her, he made her, well, he didn't make her, but I guess it was intimidation that she dropped the case. Now listen to this. Jay-Z made that girl drop the case. He scared her to the death. Scared her to the point for her to drop the case. Now he's suing her for defamation.
But you see how that goes?
You see that shit?
I'm sick of these motherfuckers.
He made you drop the case so he can sue you now, and now you can't even bring that case back to court because it's done. Yeah.
Like, how do you
Same thing
fight?
with Diddy. When people were saying Diddy is getting bail, Diddy is not getting bail. He already signed off saying that he doesn't want bail. He wants to fight it out.
You know.
So yeah, get ready for that court May 5th. I need to find out where they're gonna be so I can pull up.
It's so sad how people's lives get ruined and because of money. That it's like because of money, it just. I don't even know what to really say
Diddy
because
can't
it's
get
fucked
bail.
up.
The trial is what? It's like next week, the 5th. When is the 5th of May? The trial starts. He was denied.
I believe all that.
Yeah, that's in 10 days.
Yeah, he went to postpone it.
What
Yes,
courthouse
it's
is gonna
crazy.
be at so I could be in the front to take
Well,
a picture?
I think when they go live, when they're tracking him down, they go to, I think it's 500 Pearl Street in the city. Bitch, I am pulling up.
Yo, if you gonna let me know,
I am pulling up.
I said if you gonna let me know,
I'm dead serious.
Okay.
I watch those lives on YouTube and I zoom in to the building behind them and I read the 500 Pearl Street, bitch. I'm pulling up. Now, I don't know if that's where he's gonna be there all the time, but bitch, I'm pulling up.
So, in other news, Beanie Man is having his concert Saturday, May 24th at the UBS Arena in Queens.
That's gonna be nice.
Who, Beanie?
Beanie Man. Now,
You going to Beanie?
we all know Cartel had his concert
Y'all better go to him.
2 weeks ago, right? Do you think the culture respects Beanie Man as they do Cartel?
They should. And
They
plus, that's a
should.
different age group too. You absolutely should.
But I don't think he's gonna get that much love as Beanie.
That's-
As Vibes, because Vibes was out of sight, out of mind. Vibes was in jail. We always saw Beanie. So because he was in jail, we didn't see him. It was we have to see you. But I believe Beanie's gonna get love, but not as much as Vibes, because Vibes actually missed.
Beanie Man stayed loyal. He stayed black. So please show him some love.
Oh, so that's are you going to the concert?
No, I'm not going. No, I'm not going.
I always like Beanie.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I like. I don't know. I'm not even looking. You know, what I'm saying? I'm not checking for it. But you know, shout out to Beanie Man. You know what I'm saying? But the whole conversation stems around Cartel being the new king of dancehall, right? And Beanie Man not willing to relinquish his crown or still holding on to that title.
Wait, I seen something about him being okay with letting it go.
Did you really?
But Vibes is not new, so he's
for the newer generation. Remember, Cartel came out in 2004. Beanie Man been out way before 2004, since the 90s.
And he was the king of dancehall.
Yeah. So that's why I say that conversation stems from Beanie Man being the old king of dancehall and Cartel being the new king of dancehall.
You know what? For your next commercial break, you should play Beanie and like a versus.
Topic.
No, we talking. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about it, that's what's on my mind. Do that. What? Funny.
The topic at hand.
Okay. Yes. Do I think he's more? No, I don't know. That's why I want you to play the song so I can hear like who got the hits. But Vibes got hits. But the new dance hall, I mean, give it to him. He was locked up for 13 years. Just let him have it for a little bit. Let him have it.
Let him have it and let some new artists come through.
Yeah, don't be a hater. Let him have it for a little
That's
bit.
the point of giving your crown and passing it down. Like father, like son. You have to pass it down.
Yeah.
Okay? Vibes Cartel, your time is going to be done. Let the new talent start to come out.
Yeah.
That's just how universe works.
Yeah, I think all of the Jamaicans should just let Vibes chill out for the like he just got home.
Yeah. It's
Y'all
a lot of
all
talent
should
in
be
Jamaica
showing
right
him
now.
Love. Yeah.
It's a lot
No
of talent.
competition. It's all love.
That's it. And I ain't gonna front. Do you guys think that Jamaica is becoming commercialized after Queen Elizabeth died and America and China and all that stuff is going on?
Yeah, they are saying that the Asians are moving in at a rapid pace.
Yeah, what y'all gonna
They
do
are
about
saying that
that?
the Asians are building up businesses, you know what I mean, mechanic shops, grocery shops, restaurants, Chinese stores.
That's
And
right, Blue.
I visited Jamaica a couple times. So I definitely do see the commercialization
See
of
it,
Jamaica
right?
by the Asians.
And it's happening fast.
I mean, but also too, it's something that's going on here in America as well.
Exactly.
I mean, where do you get your hair products from?
That's
From
what I'm
the
saying.
Asians. Where do you get your fast food from? From the Asians.
And we still owe
You know
them
what I'm saying?
trillions.
There's nothing wrong with them. You know what I mean? But you know, the same way they commercialize America and the black community is the same way they commercialize in the islands, even in Trinidad.
I'm starting to
You know
feel
what I
like they're gonna come over here and just snatch our houses worse than the Jews. That's how I'm starting to feel.
I mean, shout out to them for being the powerhouse for the major for the major designer labels
Right.
for the last 20, 30, 40 years.
They
You know what I mean?
stick to the
Even
script.
60 years. But
Blue said the China man taking over.
you know what I mean? But they have been a powerhouse. You know, I do shout them out for that. But how much power do we let them have?
We some fucking. I'm not a sucker, but too
We
much.
buy
we got-
everything from them.
and we talking about simps. As a whole culture, we are simps. Okay,
I mean,
I'm
when it comes
sorry.
to hair, when it comes to nails, eyelashes,
That's like-
manicures, pedicures, you go into an Asian spot.
Straight up.
You go into an Asian
you know
spot.
what's funny? What you just said? They're very contradicting. That's the word I want to say. Very contradicting. You see your kind people doing the same thing that others could do, if not even better, and you don't even support them. Yo, I started doing nails. I do nails. Nobody came to support me, and I had like the top quality of stuff because I'm a perfectionist. Nobody came to support me. Why? Because our kind, they don't really have that trust in us yet. You know, they still judge us. So that's why I stay on top, because I know my people is going to begin to trust us again. So let me continue to believe in them, even though it's going to take some time.
Yeah, it's a lot when it comes to support.
I constantly
Supporting
keep the
you.
support going, bro. Even if no one support me, I'm going to keep going. I don't stop.
Of course you have to keep going. Don't
Yeah.
let anyone stop you from doing what God told you to do.
Yep. Anybody,
But
keep
the
going.
the support is almost non-existent.
It's
when you're
literally is
starting.
non-existent.
And you know that they're watching you. They see what you're doing. They'll talk to you about what you're doing, but they don't show any type of support.
None, no type of support.
That's not your audience, girl.
Nope.
I had to learn that. Like, I'm not depending on my family and friends, because you know they've known me for such a very long time, so
Right.
they don't see what I see. They don't see me in that light.
Right.
So you know, just have to go and find your tribe, and that's it.
And that's exactly what I'm going to do, girl.
And then also, people are used to the Chanel page.
I invest. I love business, and I have talent over hype. That's why I love you guys, because I really believe
Talent
yes,
over
to have
hype,
talent, to
hype,
have
hype.
talent. Like, you have to be in God mode, because to be able to create, you have to have a quiet and silent mind. There's no
this is
way.
nice.
Oh,
See, I'm not into nails like that. I'm always bare-hand nailed, or I just
I'm
paint them
barehanded
myself.
too
Because every time I get them done, they always like break.
Right.
They're beautiful to look at, but she does a beautiful job, y'all.
and I stayed
Oh
home.
my God, look.
I stayed home practicing
Wow.
every night. I was investing in all my material. So it's like when I say creation, that's why I love this show, because talent over hype.
Oh my God.
And I was doing my nails.
What's my light? So y'all
Both
can
hands.
see. Hold on.
So that's why I love the fact that you name your show Talent Over Hype, because to be able to be talented,
That's
you
so dope.
you have to come from the void. It has to come out from darkness. I don't believe in having any type of influence from any human being when it comes to creation.
Oh my God.
Yes.
No, you do a good job. I
You
mean,
do a really good job.
I like looking at.
I didn't go to school.
I know when I see a good nail, a good manicure. You know what I mean? Because I'll be judging some of y'all girls. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate
Especially when y'all
that.
come out on these first dates with some chip fucking nails. I'll be judging. I'll be making my quiet assessment on y'all. So yeah, you know what I'm
You
saying?
on the first date with chip nails?
I be some do. Yeah, I be seeing that shit. Don't come outside with no fucking chip nails. Talk about a man need to spin a bag.
At least go get a paint, nail polish, and paint.
Go get the fucking white out before you come outside.
Yes, at least do that.
Get the white out, bitch.
Talking shit. And that's how you know if the woman is yours too, if she has good intentions. That's who you know.
You know what I'm saying? Get the white out. You know what I'm saying? Before you down talk how much money I need to spend. Get your nails done. God damn it.
I'm sure
Flank.
you do.
Flang.
Thank you, Blow. My girl.
Yo, but in the meantime, in between time, I think it's about our time. This is about our time. Yeah, we had a lot of technical difficulties when we first started. Hey, it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. We building this ship as we fly, right?
Yep.
So what's going on for the weekend with you, Doreen?
I need to take my ass out the house. Honestly, that's what I need to do. I need to put on something sexy, put on some heels, do my hair, oil up, and I need to see the city because I've been in heaven for too long. I need to come down. So that's what I hope to do.
Well, this weekend is gonna be a lot for me. I'm gonna go home today. I'm gonna go shopping. And then tomorrow is no exceptions. BNP, 1065 Pacific BK. Meet me there at 10 o'clock. Meet me there, rave close. And then Sunday, my son is turning 12 on Tuesday. So
Happy
Sunday
born
we're having
day.
a family. We're going out as a family. He wants to go to like a K-pot Japanese. You cook by yourself. So we're gonna go there and have a good time. And yeah, he's about to spend up all my money because I need to go look for some stuff for him today.
I love that.
Yeah.
Not the money spending part, but
I'm gonna be outside. But if Doreen wants to go outside, you guys heard her. She said she wants to be outside.
I bet y'all 100%.
Tell Doreen to call me and get ready. We can come to my house.
The moment y'all see me writing on Instagram, like she ain't coming outside.
Pregame, get ready to go, look real cute. But just tell her to pull up.
I really do.
She talks, but she don't be pulling up.
Yes.
This is true. And it's like
Listen, and it's all about Singing Paint today from 6 p.m. to 12 p.m. Right? It's all about Singing Paint. Buzzworthy, K400 Liberty Avenue, right? My homegirl K will be hosting her weekly Singing Paint from 6 p.m. to 12 p.m. 400 Liberty is going to be a movie. You go inside and get your canvas, you paint what you want paint, you sing your songs, and today's DJ will be none other than today's DJ for K's Singing Paint 400 Liberty Avenue will be all right. So if you want to come, if you want to join, if you want to spectate, if you want to paint, if you want to sing, if you want to karaoke, or if you just want to drink, hold your corner. Link me, link K, Singing Paint on Instagram, Buzzworthy on Instagram, and it's gonna be a movie. Because guess why? Who's gonna be there?
easy. I like that. Easy.
But
Easy taught me.
But yeah, Easy taught you.
Easy,
but in the
baby.
meantime, in between time, thank you. And
I appreciate everybody. Seriously. Appreciation.
Oh, Blue, you coming to sip and sing? Or sing and paint? Or paint and sing? Wait, Blue, where you at? You still in Virginia, girl? God damn. Okay.
Sending some hugs to you, baby.
Yeah. Down there in Dartmouth. Yeah, I tried to link it with her when I was down there, but it was just it was 100 miles in between both of us.
That sounds like a nice drive.
Exaggeration. But in the meantime, in between time, thank you. We are closing out. We love peace, prosperity. You know what I'm saying?
We love
And,
y'all. Seriously.
Yes, and we are out. Doreen, you can X out, right?
Hey, tap in.
Talent. Hype.
No. Summer ganja planter. Call me the ganja farmer. Deep down in the earth, me put the ganja. Babylon come and light it at a fire, me a turn. Yes, I'm a ganja planter. Call me the ganja farmer. Deep down in the earth, me put the ganja. Babylon come.